so obvious. Wanna take the blame. We should have been stronger. Get to our plan, but we're just ashamed. I start to wonder. Don't get on you. Don't get for days. Cause you don't get on you. Don't get for days. Don't get on you. Don't get for days.
Aloha, this is Air Tiki 921 crew member Lisa Brightwell. As this is a shoeless flight to a barefoot destination, the crew will move through the aisles to collect all remaining footwear for immediate and permanent disposal. Thank you for your cooperation and for listening.
Arrived at your destination. Welcome to paradise. This is the Tiki Man, and it is time for the show. Sit back and relax. Have some fun with us. Jump in the YouTube chat and be a part of the show. Let's get ready to rock and roll. Good morning, everybody. Rise and shine. We're back on Eastern Island time right here at Tiki Man Radio, TikiManRadio.com. Your happy place, baby. Rise and shine. Another gorgeous, beautiful day is here. Let's get this day started off right, shall we? Here we go.
Now, friends, let me tell you about this cat that I once met. Smooth talker with an export cigarette. I don't believe I ever saw him without a cocktail in his hand. No one swings his horn to the big band voodoo band. Yeah. Now he strolls through the city like a big old alley cat, with his pinstripe suit and a big bad voodoo hat. I don't believe I ever saw him without a kitten on his hand. And no one swings his horn to the big band voodoo band. Hey, Mr. Pinstripe Suit. Hey, Mr. Heidi, Heidi Ho. Well, I know you got the answers. We all wanna know. Mr. Wingtip Shoes. Hey, Mr. Always on the go. Well, I know you got the answers. We all wanna know. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Rise and shine, everybody. Another gorgeous, beautiful day is here. The chocolate bar is open for business. I got the beautiful hippie chick right by my side.
Good morning, everybody.
How you doing?
Fantastic.
Spring is here.
That's right.
B-Dog back in the house.
Morning.
How you doing?
Much better.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Went through your cleaning process?
Yes, sir.
You take spring cleaning to a whole nother level.
Yes, I do.
Hey, we got a big show for you. We got a brand new Almanac. We got a brand new JBL Travel Moment. And we're going to talk about the opening of the Tiki Bar and talk about Panama City, which is right around the corner.
Oh, yeah.
And get ready to rock and roll. You ready? All right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, Mr. Pinstripe Suit. Hey, Mr. Heidi, Heidi Ho. Well, I know you got the answers. We all wanna know. Mr. Wingtip Shoes. Hey, Mr. Always on the go. Well, I know you got the answers. We all wanna know. Well, I know you got the answers. We all wanna know. Well, I know you got the answers. Yeah, we all wanna know.
Woo-wee. Good morning, everybody. Rise and shine. We're back on Eastern Island time right here. Tiki Man Radio, TikiManRadio.com, your coastal Americana radio station. Coming to you live from the Chocolate Bar Studios in beautiful Harrison Bay to the backyard in Valley Center, Kansas, and to all of our friends at the Rockin' Woods Tiki Bar up in Canada. Our producer, Monica, who is always listening. Veronica Corona, who's down in Mexico. Buenos dias, sweetheart. I hope you're doing wonderful. And, of course, vacuum cleaner Tom, who is always working.
Yeah.
And Tinkerbell and everybody up in Canada, happy Sunday to you. Hope you're doing fabulous. The BAR in Memphis, Tennessee, home of the Bodyguard and Ambassador Retreat. And I think the retreat is down here at the Golden's A-lure-ing Getaway this weekend.
Oh, nice.
And so I don't think either one of them are in Memphis this week. So good morning to you guys, our ambassador of all great things. And, of course, the Bodyguard, who you never, ever go out of the country without. You know, the ice cream man and everything. And celebrated his birthday last week. So happy Sunday to you guys. The Beers and Bones Patio in Harrison Bay, Tennessee, home of the Goldens, the Golden himself with the golden cornbread.
That's right.
Yeah, and of course the good-smelling hair of Golden Girl. Yeah, refreshing. Happy Sunday to you guys. Hope you're doing wonderful. The cabin up north, the Brap Shack and Deer Lodge in Old Forge, New York, home away from home for Donna and Bob Cummings. Donna, the cabin queen, and Bobsled Bob. Good morning to you guys. Hope you're doing wonderful. They still got snow on the ground.
Yes, they do.
And I saw Tinkerbell chatting in there saying, I'm starting to see a little bit of green through the snow. A little patch of grass is growing. So
There's hope.
there is hope, yeah. So good morning to you guys. Hope you're doing wonderful. Ocean Isle Beach, North Carolina. That is the Jinx Creek Retreat and home of Mo and the Mystery Man. Good morning to you guys. I hope you're doing fabulous. The Treetop Flowers and Patio and Tiki Bar located over in Queen City, North Carolina, home of Marty and Angela Gentry. Good morning to you guys. I hope you're doing wonderful. Rick and Pat's Backyard Oasis in Williamsport, Maryland. That is Shy Patty and Rick the Stick, the one-eyed bandit himself. Good morning to you guys. The northern headquarters of Tiki Man Radio, that is the Paradise Way Tiki Bar up in Indiana, home of Ed the Train Man. His beautiful wife, Pat, our picture girl, and, of course, all of the grandkids and the conductors and everybody up there. Happy Sunday to you. Hope you're doing wonderful. The Beachy Shell Hideaway in beautiful Key West. That, of course, is B-Man and Michelle and the Beachy Shell Studios. Good morning to you guys. I hope you're doing wonderful. The Pond Front Patio in Ottawa. That, of course, is B-Dog and Lou in the Legends Studio. Good morning to Lou, if she's out there. Happy
She
Sunday.
is out there, and she is running like a chicken with her head cut off. We are T-minus 7 days.
7 days from the old wedding. Well, we'll send our condolences to the kids, and I wish them well. And this is their first wedding, right?
Yeah,
this is the first for both. Yeah.
Of course.
Oh, Lord. The Southwest Florida Daddy-O Patio of the Seaside She Shed.
All right.
That is, of course, Beth Travers and Dave Signs. And happy Sunday to you guys. And, of course, Beth Travers has the Bigger Boat Band.
All right.
And I'm going to go over who all is in the Bigger Boat Band. And I got to put a video together, but I ended up working outside all day yesterday. And it was nice to get outside and
It was
clean up the
nice.
old tiki bar and get rid of all the
that.
Get
cobwebs.
get some sunshine. And,
Yes.
Yes.
Let there be sun.
Let there be sun.
Yes. But I'll get that together there for you. The rock star, Beth Travers. The Comeback Tiki out up in Minnesota, where you'll find the best mimosas on Sunday morning.
You betcha.
Shelley Forsythe and the crew. Good morning to you guys. The Z&G Patio in Memphis, Tennessee, home of our good friends David and Gina. Happy Sunday to you guys. And it's Gina's birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, let's see here. That gives us an opportunity to bring out the
Golden
birthday girl. Happy birthday to Miss Gina. Happy Sunday to you. I hope you're doing wonderful out there, and happy birthday to you. And let's see here. Where am I? The Tiki Balcony over in Sweden, home of the Swedes. Good afternoon to the Swedes. Happy Sunday to you. And JoJo's Northeast Sea Shack in Medford, Massachusetts, just outside of Boston.
JoJo's.
This is Tiki Man Radio. I am the Tiki Man, the Hippie Chick, and B-Dog. And, of course, we are streaming live on the Camys Grammy Live Cam. And you can come over to, if you're listening to us on the radio, come over to YouTube if you want to see our ugly faces. And, of course, make sure you hit the like button, all of you out there right now. We got 30-some-odd of you out there. We got 19 likes, so please hit the like button. I can't tell you how important that is. It helps us out tremendously and helps us keep on doing what we're doing.
That's right.
And, of course, let's see here. Once you do subscribe, if you haven't been on the YouTube, once you subscribe, you can get into the chat, and then, you can be part of the whole show. I remember when I first started doing this, all we had was Facebook, and we had to keep up with comments on Facebook, and sometimes those were far behind, Mm-hmm. Right now, they're instant on YouTube, so very cool. Let's see here. And of course, you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and you can download the Tiki Man Radio free app and take it with you everywhere you go, and it'll sync up to, you can tell Alexa to play Tiki Man Radio, and she'll be like, hell yeah, let's do it. Let's party. Let's get some energy and some positivity in our life with Tiki Man Radio. And, of course, we're streaming on 26 other platforms around the world. And let's see here. You can just come over and be part of the show. Let's take care of our 10 o'clock sponsors right quick. Sunday Mornings with the Tiki Man is streaming live on the Camys Grammy Live Cam. Camys Grammy is the official sign company of Tiki Man Radio. If you're looking for a special sign for your event, your tiki bar, or just your backyard, or maybe you just want a flamingo in your backyard, reach out to Camys Grammy. Go over to TikiManRadio.com and click on the banner for Camys Grammy. Camys Grammy Live Cam, the official live cam of Sunday Mornings with the Tiki Man. Reif Rum is made with a sweet and smoky for the wise and the rebel. It's a rum that was created by and for everyone tired of the same old thing. For both the professional bohemians and the actual connoisseurs of good rum. It's for people who want to get out of their comfort zone. Unleash the rebel inside of you with Reif Rum, sweet and smoky for the wise. Reif Rum, the official rum of Tiki Man Radio.
Hello, everyone. This is Tiki Jane, and I would like to tell you about my sponsor, Castaway Sauce Company, for my show, the Tiki Man Radio Weekly Almanac. That airs each Sunday during Sunday mornings with the Tiki Man, where I take you back in time with history of the world and Tiki Man Radio. Satisfy your heat tooth and spice up your life with Castaway Hot Sauce from Castaway Sauce Company. With a variety of different flavors to choose from and a wide range of spice levels, they have the perfect hot sauce for you. From mango chipotle, a lower heat sauce with a touch of sweetness, to Blackbeard's Revenge, the flagship sauce of Castaway. Delicious but deadly, and not for the faint of heart, Castaway Sauce Company is sure to satisfy your desire for great hot sauce. Visit their website, castawaysaucecompany.com, and order yours today. Tune in each Sunday for the Tiki Man Radio Weekly Almanac with me, Tiki Jane, and learn more about Castaway Sauce Company, world history, and Tiki Man Radio. Until next time, this is Tiki Jane. I'll see you on the radio.
If you're looking for a true coastal Americana troubadour and a legendary singer, then look no further than Silver Buckle recording artist Chris Bellamy. Chris can be found playing down in the Keys and all over Florida. And now you can go to his website, chrisbellamy.com, and click on his events page and find out where he's playing at next. Are you looking for the next artist to book for your place who can bring in the crowds? Then look no further than Chris Bellamy. Go to chrisbellamy.com and book Chris today, or find out where he's playing. Chris Bellamy, a true coastal Americana legend. That's right. He is a legend for sure. And
I just love that.
follow his website. He's trying to get his website out there, and he's got his schedule on there and all that good stuff. Man, he's just playing everywhere. And of course, Reif Rum is taking on investors.
Wow.
So if you're looking to invest in a damn good rum company, then I would reach out to David Reif at davidreif.com. He's got small investors and large. He's trying to get it into all the other states, and in order to do that, he's going to need a little bit of investing to be able to expand there. So we all know it's a damn good rum, and I can't wait to have them down in Panama City with us.
Absolutely. And Golden Girl said that she got some in Myrtle Beach.
She did. Went into a restaurant, sent me the picture of it, and I sent it over to David. And I always know whenever he does that, whenever I do that, he's like, "Where is that? What place is that?" You know, he always wants to know. So I had to find out and send him some pictures and all that stuff. But I really appreciate that. Anytime you are somewhere in a restaurant, ask for Reif Rum. If you get it, take a picture of it and post it, and then tag us in it. You know, Tiki Man Radio and Reif Rum. That would help us out tremendously. All right, who we got out there today, Hippie Chick?
Okay, well, we've got Frank Goddard is saying good morning. Good
Morning, Frank.
to you. Good morning to Marty and Angela Gentry. They said countdown to Costa Rica.
Absolutely. Can't wait. I could use a little downtime.
Yes, and Monica, our producer, who is always listening.
That's right.
She says happy Sunday to everybody.
Happy Sunday.
And Donna and Bob are out there, and they are at, let's see, we'll be tuned in from the cabin up north, Brap Shack and Deer Lodge. Only 2 more weekends here for the season, then they go up to Coyote Woods.
Aww. That must mean the snow is melting.
I know, I know.
That's
And
a
then-
good sign for the rest of us that are not into the whole snow season. You know, I know it's a bad deal for them, but
They love it.
they love it.
They love it.
I mean, they
really love it.
Yeah.
And, well, you know who else loves it very much is, the JoJo's, John.
Really?
He is a big time skier. And they,
John is. I didn't know that about John.
skis all the time. And
I had no idea.
As a matter of fact, I've been talking back and forth with Joanne pretty much every week. And John's they've been going up to New Hampshire so he can ski, almost every couple of weeks they go up there.
Well, I'll be
It
doing
always amazes me how many beach people love the snow.
Yeah.
Really
Isn't that
does.
something?
I was surprised first time I ever seen Tom Shepard post videos of him snowboarding. I'm like, seriously?
Yeah.
Mr. Beach likes the snow?
Well, I mean, you'll have that from time to time, I
guess
guess.
so.
I don't know, but, it's different for sure.
Yeah.
It is. And your brother from another mother, Rick Martinez, is out there.
Good morning to you,
Pirate
brother.
IB.
The Pirate IB, who will be here at the summer party. And
Nice.
he's, we need a pirate, and we need him down in Panama City as well.
That's
And we
my
need him
bucket
down in
list.
Key West.
I've always wanted to party with a pirate.
Well.
I'll be checking my bucket list.
Well, be partying with
With the pirate.
the real pirate this year. That's for sure.
It'll be good to see those guys, to finally meet them.
Yeah,
We got Mo is out there. She's saying good morning.
Morning,
Hey,
Mo.
Mo.
We got Beth Travers is out there.
Good morning,
to
Beth.
you,
Happy
rock
Sunday
star.
to you. I hope you're doing wonderful. The Bigger Boat Band.
That's right. And we got JBL Travel Group, Joe, Leo, and Sue. Good morning to you guys.
Morning, Joe. Listen, don't take a trip. Don't go somewhere, especially on a cruise without reaching out to Joe. You might screw yourself out of some money, and you need a friend. You need a friend that you can call. You got that. What was that show where you got? Can I call a friend?
Oh, yeah.
What was
I
that?
forget that. It was a game show.
Yeah.
How to be a millionaire?
Yeah,
something
that was-
like that.
that
Can I
was
call
it.
a friend?
Yeah, can
Yeah.
I
Well,
call a
your friend is Joe.
Let's see, where was I here? We got Graham Andrews and Nicole Reed. They're out there.
Hello.
Good morning to you guys.
JM Real Estate on the Space Coast.
That's right.
Yeah, good morning to you guys. Happy Sunday to you. Hope you're doing wonderful. Say hello to the raccoons and the cats.
Yes, and then we've got your son, Bahama Brad, is out there, and they had a big time down in Disney World.
I thought they had moved to Orlando.
I thought they did too.
They was like, every day. First of all, I didn't know they were down there. They snuck off down there.
Well, Axie and her mama, they are so into
yeah.
Disney. And
Yeah.
now little Ellie is just
Well, she
all
has no
into
choice.
the princess. But she loves the princesses, so,
She has no choice but to like Disney World, and but they had a good time. I guess they were down there for 7 days.
Oh, very nice.
That is so cool. And then we got Mark Mulch is out there.
Hey, Mark.
Good morning to you. Good morning to Grace.
Yes.
And,
Good morning, guys.
And then we got Teresa Palma. Good morning to you, darling, and good morning to Chico.
Yeah.
I was cleaning up the shade garden yesterday, and you were on my mind, and I was just like, and I saw over in your old backyard the purple irises blooming, and I was like, man,
Yeah.
I miss them guys.
Well-
it's not the same at the tiki bar without them.
I believe that Tiki Teresa
Yeah.
would get out there between midnight and 5 a.m. and do all her gardening, right? So the next morning when you got up,
It just looks so beautiful.
You're going to have some kind of project, right? And you're like, I need to get going. You look out and everything's already blooming over there. Man, how does she do that?
How does she do that? I know.
Well, like they say, the early bird gets the worm.
That's right.
Well, I got a lot of stuff done yesterday.
And we got a lot of worms.
Yeah, and I fed the worms. The worms are doing fabulous. I fed the worms. They're doing
You
great.
open up the lid, they're like, whoo! Man, that was a cold winter.
I think they were ecstatic that I gave them a whole bunch of fresh food yesterday, because they were still picking on some old stuff, old corn cobs and stuff. And I think they were pretty happy I gave them fresh food.
Yeah, the worms, they're doing the wiggly.
They are. We got Jason Whitler out there saying good morning. Good morning to you, sir.
Morning to you. Happy Sunday.
And let's see here. Who else we got on this other chat? Let's see. We got Maureen Wehunt. Good morning,
Hey, Mo.
Good morning, Mo.
Morning, Mo.
She's been out watching NCAA beach volleyball.
Well, she is all into. I'm sure she's all into the basketball. This is March Madness. It is March Madness.
It is March
And
Madness.
she, you just can't watch enough.
For the first time in a long time, I don't have a bracket this year.
Well,
What's a bracket?
It snuck up on me.
I don't know.
I gotta tell you, I'm not into basketball as much as everybody
I'm
else
not either.
is. But
I used to be when I was a kid. I loved basketball.
I just like to do a bracket for fun to see how close I could get with not knowing anything about any of the teams. Last year,
I haven't been out.
the funny
of
thing
the
is,
loop.
I didn't watch one basketball game last year. I didn't even watch March Madness. But who do you think out of our school who won the bracket? I did.
Well, that's so funny.
really,
That's funny.
you picked a perfect bracket.
No, not a perfect bracket.
Oh, okay.
But I had two of the teams in the Final Four I had picked to be there. So
I got you.
I was the closest one, so I won.
Wow,
Well, how about that?
that's pretty impressive.
And then we got Z&G out there saying, cheers on opening the Tiki Bar season of joy, happiness,
Yes.
and favors of merriment.
It's official once the cover comes off the pool.
Yes, we have not taken the cover off the pool yet, but
The old Tiki
It's
Bar
getting
is
close.
open, and it's always nice to get out there and clean up some stuff and try to I've been working on this refrigerator in my head.
I know. He had a dream about it.
And for like 2 or 3 weeks, so I got up yesterday morning and I wanted to, because it bothers me that the light don't work. Oh. And so I was going to pull it out and clean it all up and get in there and I got to give the hippie chick credit. We went to Ace Hardware. We walk into Ace Hardware, and this kid, I believe, who just started 2 hours before we got there. And I'm like, I need this light. And I said, I'm pretty sure you don't have it, but we'll look anyway. And I'm like, they're going to be right down here. Yeah, come on. And we go down there, and then I'm like, he's like, yeah, we don't have that. And I'm like, well, what is this right here? I'm like, oh, there it is. See, we're learning something. We're learning things, right? And then the little connectors where you put the light in and twist it.
Fluorescent connector.
I was hoping that was the problem with the lights. And so I wanted to, it doesn't take that much to cut those out, put new ones in. And, he says, yeah, we don't have those. And the hippie chicks, well, aren't those right here? And he says, well, there they are. I'm like, see, it's been a good learning day.
I'm like, look at this. We
After
got
you tried
fluorescent
everything, then
connectors.
you're going to be replacing a ballast.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
I'm going to test the wires next and see. I just ran out of time yesterday. I wanted to, I had to mow the yard and all that kind of stuff. So next thing is a test to see if I'm getting power to those wires. And if they are, I'm just going to wire in a whole new light.
No, there you go.
and then we got Jason Whitler out there saying good morning.
Morning.
And Jennifer Warren Howell saying good morning.
Morning, brother. Morning. Happy Sunday to you.
Good morning. Lee Turnbull is out there. That is our other friend in Canada. And good morning, sweetheart. And I think, JJ from down in Alabama.
Oh, JJ. Good morning to you.
Good morning, darling.
Yeah, happy Sunday to you. She's in full tax swing right now. Tax season down
Tax season.
'Tis the season for taxes.
there. Yeah.
All right. Over on the YouTube, good morning to Debbie Hass.
Good
Yes,
morning.
Debbie and Bill Hass. I just got a text from Bill. He's asking about hats. And we do have, I do have some hats here.
We have a couple, yeah.
And, but we hope to have, we did not get our samples.
Okay.
We didn't get our samples this week. We should get them this week.
Yes.
And once we look at the samples, then the next thing is the hats and so on and so on. So we will have those on the website before the summer party for sure. But
Cool.
I'll put back a hat for you. How about that, Bill? Because I know you're coming to the summer party.
Yep. He was asking how I'm feeling. I'm feeling much better. Thanks for asking.
Yes.
Our producer's chiming in saying congratulations on 16.9K subscribers.
Yeah. How about that?
We're just a tick away from 17.
kind of snuck up on us. Happy,
Yeah.
thank you so much for that. Yeah, thank you, everybody.
And good morning to Madison Greenman, who's out there saying good morning.
Good morning.
Maddie. Hi, Maddie. Hi, darling.
That's is that your other daughter?
That's my other daughter.
Oh, okay.
Let's see here.
Good
That's
morning.
John Beck's daughter.
We got.
okay.
We got to play her.
Hey everybody, this is Maddie Beck hanging out here at Tiki Man Radio, escaping the white cold north of Michigan, trying to get some warmth while I'm down here. Just gonna hang out and have some fun and see what could possibly go wrong.
Boy, she's got a radio voice.
Well, yeah, she was so shy about it, but our favorite one is this one right here.
This is my favorite.
Hey everybody, this is Maddie Beck hanging out here at Tiki Man Radio, escaping the white cold north of Michigan, trying to get some warmth while I'm down here. Just gonna hang out and have some fun and see what could possibly go wrong.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. That's right. But
That's my favorite.
Hire that girl.
Yeah.
and
Well,
of course
she's up in Michigan.
she.
Well, that's, not everybody can be perfect. I mean, come on.
I know.
Well, and she is a hell of a car dealer or car
She is a
detailer.
car detailer.
Oh,
like
okay.
she does like big fancy cars,
I got you.
Yeah.
Lamborghinis and stuff.
Well, that's why they were coming down here. They were going down to Florida so
Yeah.
she could do some detailing down there. She had so much work down there she had to turn it away.
yeah.
Wow.
But she was so shy about getting in here about doing that sound bite, and we put it. I'm like, come on, let's just do it, And then I added some music to it, and it all came out pretty good.
Remember back in the day when you and I used to get drunk and come in here and sit voiceovers?
yeah.
That was some of the best.
It
Yeah,
was.
absolutely.
It was.
Good morning to Uncle Alex chiming in from
Uncle
Balta.
Alex, I miss you, buddy.
Yeah. Good morning to you.
Morning.
Ed, the train man's out there saying good morning to everybody.
Let's see here.
Morning,
there,
Ed.
there we are. Happy Sunday to you. I talked to Ed yesterday morning.
That's right.
Yeah. Hey,
We got the beautiful Sean Crawley chiming in.
hello,
beautiful
sweetheart. Happy Sunday.
Your daughter Julie's chiming in saying good morning,
Hey,
everyone.
Good morning, Julie.
Yeah, my daughter.
Yes, your daughter.
Yeah. Yes. Good morning
Yes,
to you.
Julie, your daughter.
That's
Yeah.
what I said, your daughter Julie.
Well, I was looking at a text. He said, "Save me a straw one." Well, now I don't have any straw hats. I've got just regular baseball hats, but these are.
Sooner or later, you are going to have to get your own Tiki Man line of
Panama
Jack
Jack
hats.
hats. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Trust me, I've tried.
Good morning to the Golden Girl.
Hello,
morning.
golden girl. Refreshing.
And we can't forget about Golden himself. Good
That's
morning.
right. The
Good
man
morning,
with the
Golden.
golden cornbread.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning to Graham Andrews, who's chiming in.
Good morning.
Morning, guys. Happy Sunday to you.
His flowers are beautiful, by the way. Have you seen his post on his flowers? They're beautiful.
Have not.
I know. We don't look at it much anymore. So.
Well, good morning to Patty with an I, who says she is with her daughter Bree, granddaughter Violet, and niece Alice. So good morning to all of them.
Yeah, good morning to the girls and Shy Patty. Happy Sunday to you.
Your son Randy's out there.
Good morning to
Randy.
you, Randy. Happy Sunday to you.
Good morning to Glenn Soika.
Glenn, hey, buddy.
Morning, brother. Happy Sunday to you.
Yeah. And of course, the Razor's out there.
Yeah.
Ray Rendell's out there. Good morning
Hey,
to Ray.
Ray the Roadie. Good
Ray
morning.
the Roadie. Happy Sunday to you, brother.
Let's see. We got, of course, Nicole Reed chiming in herself saying good morning, Tiki Crew.
Yeah.
Good
The Space Coast Queen.
Yep. And, yep, Mark Mulch is chiming in here. Hey, Mark, I want to get thanks for your hospitality. There's a story behind that. So, he says in here, how's my co-writer this morning?
Oh.
I went over to Nashville. Mark and I sat down and we actually did an official writing session and wrote a song. So
This week?
this week.
Well, that was a little bit of news you didn't share. Yeah.
Well, it was just kind of one of those things of, hey, I'm off this week. You want to get together? And because we'd been working on an idea. And so I went over Thursday. We sat and wrote, and I went to one of his shows Thursday night, and then I came home on Friday. So, but had a good time. And it was very productive. So I'll tell you more about it later.
Very cool.
Let's see. Verona Corona's chiming in. Only 36 more days left in Cozumel.
I know, buddy. I know. But then you get to go home and plant your garden.
Back to the snow.
Yeah. No, it'll be gone by then.
Okay. Mr. McCool, Callie McCool is in the house.
Hey, Callie. Good morning.
And
Good morning to you, brother.
And I believe that's all I have for right now.
Well, all right. All of you hit that like button over there, and we're going to get this day started off right the island way with some positive vibes. And time to grab you a cup of coffee and be a part of the show. Let's get started with a little Jimmy Buffett this morning. How about that? Let's get to... I woke up yesterday morning just as tired as I could be. Shook it off, went outside, and worked all day.
When I woke up this morning, I was tired as I could be. I think I was counting my money when I should have been counting the sheep. My agent, he just called me and told me what I should be. If I would make my music for money instead of making music for me. I said I know that this may sound funny, but money don't mean nothing to me. I won't make my music for money. No, I'm gonna make my music for me. He said the people only buy the love songs, rock and roll and not too long. He said, son, you got to be commercial if you want to turn the people on. And I said, turning on the people. Now that's a beautiful place to be. But if I spend my time making them up a rhyme, well, who's gonna turn on me? I said, I know that this may sound funny, but money don't mean nothing to me. I wanna make my music for money. No, I'm gonna make my music for me. But now I went up the country, and I'll tell you all about the scene. I found a place with much charm and much grace that wasn't touched by the music machine. Well, the people were having a good time, making music all day long. And nobody cared if they ever got paid 1 penny for playing a song. I said, I know that this may sound funny, but money don't mean nothing to me. I wanna make my music for money. No, I'm gonna make my music for me. Whoa, I know that this may sound funny, but money don't mean nothing to me. I wanna make my music for money. No, I'm gonna make my music for me.
Hey, this is Bill and Debbie Haas with the Backyard in Valley Center, Kansas, and you're listening to Tiki Man Radio.
What could possibly go wrong?
taking time to look around. Everybody's heading into town, but we are not. Volume's up and the windows down, feeling hot, hot, hot. You and me together, babe, gonna let it all roll. 'Cause everything is better now when we take it slow. Riding in the slow lane. Life's the blink of an eye. Riding in the slow lane. Blue angels paint the sky. We don't have a worry, just a surfer and his girl. Everything is in our reach, not a care in the world. Great to get a second chance, won't need a third. Only one direction now, shout it out forward. Driving in the slow lane. Watch the fog disappear. My dear, riding in the slow lane. Maybe stop and grab a beer. Oh, that summer sun, wind in your hair. Half the fun is getting there when you're riding in the slow lane. Good life's in our reach. Riding in the slow lane. Meet us at the beach. Driving in the slow lane. Riding in the slow lane. Driving in the slow lane. Riding in the slow
You're chillaxing with a Tiki Man. Tiki Man Radio. TikiManRadio.com.
Hey, excuse me? Can I ask you to put some suntan lotion on my back real quick?
Absolutely, baby. Here you go. Get that for you. Sit back and relax and chillax.
They say there's a price on my head, and that I'm better off dead. But that sheriff better keep this in mind. I'll sure be hard to find. Give up so much of me. I should probably be charging a fee. You say that you don't like me and I'm wrong. I bet you're gonna love the way I'm gone. concerned with my name. 'Cause I know it won't be on my grave. But I ain't gonna hang my head down and cry. 'Cause I know where I'm going when I die. The bright lights shining in this city remind me of the time when she was with me. It's the same old feeling, nothing new. So I'm fixing to paint it blue. Woo. I might be down in Texas after a while, or Louisiana in style. But I tell you what I'm really gonna do. I'm fixing to paint it blue, and I'm fixing to paint it blue. Yes, I'm fixing to paint it blue. You know I'm fixing to paint it blue. Lord, I'm fixing to paint it blue.
So back-to-back Jimmy Buffett.
Love it.
Oh, Charlie Crockett right there. Painted Blue. We watched a good movie the other night, and at the end of the movie, this song came on, and I was like, man, that's a great song.
It's a good song.
Yeah, absolutely. So happy Sunday to you, everybody. Hope everybody's doing fabulous. You just now joining us, please hit the like button. Helps us out tremendously. We got the Almanac coming up here next. And let's see here. I wanted to say, I didn't remember saying hi to Beth Hyatt.
Good morning, Beth.
Yeah, she's out there on the YouTube. And
oh, yeah, and I saw Tim Campbell and Patty Campbell chime in.
yeah, good morning, guys. Happy Sunday to you. Hope you're doing wonderful. Let's see here. Ed the Train Man, of course, and we're supposed to give a shout-out to, can you give my brother Dan Ware's son Logan a big congratulations on his Air Force graduation?
Oh, very nice.
There we go.
Very nice. Congratulations.
Yeah. Good job, Logan. That's a big deal right there. And, of course, we have our Conch Republic, our crap shirts on, aerospace program.
That's
and,
right.
We are part of the crap program. And they raise money for the SPC in Key West. And they encourage you to go out and buy some toys online there for your animals and dogs and cats and raccoons and birds or whatever else you got out there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Went through the rails on Thursday. Paid. Okay, so Verona Corona's got 2 more weeks, right?
Yeah, something like that.
No, I know she's. But the whole plan is to go down there during winter time, get away from the snow, and she became the song that was written about her.
That's right.
Which I think is very cool. So good morning to you. Hope you're doing wonderful. And everybody out there, let's take care of the Almanac.
Hello, everyone. This is Tiki Jane, and it is time for this week's Tiki Man Radio Weekly Almanac. Brought to you by Castaway Sauce Company. Satisfy your heat tooth and spice up your life with Castaway Hot Sauce. With a variety of different flavors to choose from and a wide range of spice levels, we have the perfect hot sauce for you. And now for this week's Almanac. In 2021, the Suez Canal, one of the world's most heavily used shipping lanes, was blocked after the mega freighter Ever Given ran aground. It took 6 days to move the vessel. In 1998, James Cameron's epic drama Titanic from 1997 won 11 Academy Awards, tying the record set by Ben-Hur in 1959. American actress Joan Crawford, who made her initial impact as a vivacious jazz age flapper, but later matured into a star of psychological melodramas, was born in 1908. On 1775, Patrick Henry, a major figure of the American Revolution, delivered the well-known speech featuring the phrase, "Give me liberty or give me death," at the Second Virginia Convention at St. John's Church in Richmond. And now for some Tiki Man Radio history. There are many memories and accomplishments over Tiki Man Radio's 10-plus years of radio. Here is just one. In 2016, the Tiki Man broadcast the pit stop party for the Coconut Castaways in Summerland Key. Interviews that day included Howard Livingston, a newcomer named Donnie Brewer, the Boat Drunks, Mike McKinney, Adrian Z, Sam Rainwater, and many more. Long before there was a showcase event in Key West, the Tiki Man traveled all over the country broadcasting events. That's your weekly Tiki Man Radio Almanac, brought to you by Castaway Sauce Company. Satisfy your heat tooth and spice up your life with Castaway Hot Sauce. I am Tiki Jane. See you on the radio.
Yeah, the Coconut Castaways, and of course, we believe the Coconut Castaways will be part of the showcase this year. And if you haven't made your plans, or if you're an artist out there, I'm telling you, it's filling it up pretty fast. So you need to reach out to B-Man and get in on the show. It's always a good time down in Key West, and we're looking forward to getting back down there at the end of October, 1st of November. Right on?
Right on. And Dan Ware and Rachel said they are out there, and I know you just spoke about Logan.
Yes, congratulations to Logan.
Yeah. Yeah, they're out there saying hello.
Yeah, happy Sunday. Can't wait to see those guys down in Costa Rica.
There were a lot of birthdays that I missed this week. Looks like Bobsled Bob had a birthday about 3 days ago.
He did. He did. Happy birthday, brother.
Yeah, he did.
And of course, we have to do the... Go ahead and... which other ones you got?
Well, of course you'd ask me that when I just clicked off of it. And hold on, I'm going back. Here I am. Let's see. We've got, of course, Gina Smith, of course, you know, and Janet. Janet Seal.
Oh, yeah.
Janet Babson Seal. That is Chris Bellamy's.
Yeah, happy birthday to Janet.
Yes, and our neighbor, Carrie Karp. It was her birthday 2 days ago.
Well, apparently it's her birthday when the tree in the yard blooms.
That's right. That's what Noah said, and that's why he was out there cleaning up his yard.
Yeah, I'm like, damn it! You started mowing the yard, and that means all of us got to mow the yard. We're all holding off here a little bit. You know, got to charge up the battery on the lawnmower. Got to do all this stuff. You know, so happy birthday to everybody out there. And bring out the Golden Girl as we always do. She's all excited about Panama City.
I think we all are.
Yeah, absolutely.
Rick Martinez says, happy birthday to my beautiful wife, Andy.
Oh, well, happy birthday to you. I hope you're doing wonderful. Yeah, happy birthday to you. Are you bringing her down to the summer party? That's what I want to know. We're trying to get Maddie down here.
Oh, Maddie can come back anytime she wants.
Yeah, I told her, like, you don't have to bring John with you. You can come back, you know. His Dr. Pepper is still in the refrigerator out here. He left his Dr. Pepper. He sent me a text after they left. He said, damn it, I left my Dr. Pepper in the refrigerator out there. Just give it to somebody. I'm like, well, I'm sure somebody will drink
it.
Yeah, the stuff don't stay around very long.
If you leave it, it's no longer yours, okay? That's just how that works. But, you know, it's hard to keep up with birthdays and stuff. I got to tell you guys, man, Facebook has turned so negative.
Absolutely.
That I don't even get on there anymore. I do my morning post. I try my best to send out some positivity every morning. And then I promote the radio station, and I get off there as quick as I can. You know, it's just so negative energy, and I tell people all the time, and I write about it, if you got negativity in your life, you need to cut that out. And some of you need to cut it out, but at the same time, I'm doing the same thing that I write about and talk about, is get off Facebook and social media and go out and do some spring cleaning, for God's sakes. It's beautiful out there.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it is, and we did that yesterday. And I know I was talking to Graham earlier this week, and or 2 days ago, and he had done that too. And he's got some beautiful flowers, and he was cleaning up his house.
Well, we went to
Yard?
we went to Ace Hardware yesterday, and we got into the fountain process. Where
we gotta have a new fountain.
You gotta have a new fountain, and we appreciate the one that Michelle Myers got us a couple 3 years ago, and but
it died.
It died.
It died.
It died. That thing ain't doing it no more.
So we like the sound of it. So we're buying a new one.
Yeah, we're buying a new one, and man, they're proud of them.
Yes, they are proud of it. One of them was $1,200.
They're proud of a lot of things down there.
Yeah.
One of them was $1,200, but I didn't really like the shape of it, but I kind of like the size of it. We also found one on Southeastern Salvage.
Yeah.
That looked so cool. It was a cross between a tiki and a Buddha head. And
9 foot tall.
9 foot tall.
Holy moly.
I was like, yeah, I think that's going to be a little too big.
It needs to have a voice inside of it. When you turn the corner, it says, "Welcome."
I have a feeling that at that point in time, you would meet your HOA.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is, but
but a 9-foot
really cool.
Buddha in your yard, I'm pretty sure that
I
would
love
get
well,
it.
it's
the
going
attention.
in the garden area
It's
right
going
here.
in the
so-
shade garden.
In the shade
but,
garden.
But
We got to drag out the banana trees and all that stuff.
yeah,
and
we
get
still
everything
got to
rolling.
plant the banana trees, and I've got some new mulch to
Rick
put out.
Martinez says size matters.
Yeah, size does matter.
Hey, listen, buddy, I'm still on board with the Buddha head. It's pretty cool. But it is 9 foot tall.
Well-
So I think the clearance under there is 12 foot tall.
Like they
So
can't
it
put
would
everything
take-
online.
It would take. Yeah, they can't put everything online, so
Yeah.
we should go and look.
So they might have other things there, and
I
I
found
like
one-
it too, but I want it to work. I don't want it to have to, something else to work on. I need that like I need a hoe in the head. So
Exactly.
I looking for something that it's probably going to be more expensive, obviously, but
And more permanent.
more permanent.
Right.
Made out of rock or something.
Yes.
That.
Yeah, we saw a really cool one that looked like a tiki bar-ish kind of thing, and I loved it. I loved the sound of it.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't like those little black screens that they had in it, because you could see those. They were just out.
Well, they were there for design.
Well, they were there for the water flow,
Yeah.
but
I think what those are there for is to filter the water.
I'm sure they are.
That
You
makes
know,
sense.
So if you've got being outside, you'll have dust, you'll have pollen, you'll have all kinds of things.
Leaves.
Yeah, and it filters that to keep that from going through and clogging up the flow of the water.
Right. But,
I kind of like it.
I don't know. If you like that one, I mean, we can go for that one. But I didn't like those little black things, because you could just see them.
Yeah, I'm just trying to explain why they were there. I just I don't want
filters.
anything I have to work on. That's all.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just tired of working on stuff, man.
Where is it? There it is. There we are. I was trying to find.
Ta-da.
I was switching from Facebook to YouTube.
Oh, I got you.
Okay, where are we? Where are we here?
So yeah, people have been reaching out to me, calling me. Are you okay? You're not. You've been awful quiet. And I'm like, just cause I'm not on Facebook every 5 minutes doesn't mean that I'm not busy.
Oh, we're busy.
Or I'm
We're
probably
very
more
busy.
busier than I've ever been. So I don't keep up with what everybody's doing, what they're eating, where they're going, and everything. I can't keep up with it anymore. And it's just every time I open up my phone, it's just nothing but negative energy, and I just can't deal with it. So I have weaned myself back from a lot of that. I try to I mean, it's so bad. I even almost, after 15 years of writing my morning post, 15 years.
Yeah, stopped.
I almost said,
to hell with it.
Good luck to you all. Have a great life. And this is it. But we gotta promote the radio station, and we try to promote positive energy, for God's sakes. But it seems like here lately that is falling through the cracks and not getting as much attention as it once did.
I can honestly say I haven't been following Facebook at all.
Yeah.
I'll get notifications. I'm like, I'll go over and look at them, and then I'm out of there.
Yeah. I just don't.
No, Verona, your beach pictures are not negative. They're beautiful.
No, I'm not pointing out anything y'all are doing wrong. I'm just talking about me in general.
Yeah.
I got a lot of followers. I got a lot of people. I got a lot of people that are not necessarily friends but are followers, and
And Facebook decides what you're going to see.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily get to see what you want to see. You get what they decide you're going to see.
Yeah. So I just don't know, man. There's the same reason I deleted our Twitter account, because Twitter became a cesspool of negative energy.
Yes.
And I just one morning I just hell with this. Nobody gives a damn anyway about what I'm trying to say. So let's just delete it, and that's just one less thing, I guess, positivity that you got in your life, which seems to be the thing here now. It's like, it's going down a rabbit hole here of stuff that's just too much for me.
I get you.
But anyway, we got a lot of good things going on. We got the summer is coming. The springtime is here. The lawnmowers are rolling.
Yes.
The
flowers are starting to bloom.
The
everywhere.
old dead leaves are gone.
Yes.
The banana trees are saying, "Hey, I'm ready.
I'm ready. Put me in the ground.
Put me in, coach. I'm ready."
Yep.
And we're ready to do that. I think we can go through this whole leave them in the ground thing and dismiss that. You think they're going to come back up?
I think they are.
Okay.
I think
I haven't noticed theirs if they're coming back up or not. They always do, but I think that's a different thing, a different plant.
It's a different variety.
Yeah.
Of banana tree than yours are.
Yeah, I mean, I want it to produce bananas, and they should produce bananas this year.
Yeah, we saw those at the nursery yesterday. Remember the blue banana tree?
Blue banana tree. I was like, man, I've never seen this.
I've never seen that either. It's pretty cool.
Kelly McCool is out there.
Yes, he is.
Says, I really appreciate the Daily Post. It's a beacon of positive thought. Very much. Thank you so much. And very much needed in this day and age. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, Callie. And everybody who stops by in the morning. And let's see here. If you want a fountain, you will have to work on it. Well, thanks, Mo.
There's your positivity.
Yeah, there's more negativity.
No, she's pretty positive. You're going to work on it.
She's pretty positive that you're going to work on it.
I'm pretty sure that, yes, we will always have to work on it.
I don't mind working on things
but
to a point.
Not every 5 minutes.
Not every 5 minutes. And the thing with the other one was it just leaked.
It leaked, and you had to fill it up every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then it just finally pooped out. So that's okay.
Veronica says the blue bananas are supposed to be richer and creamier. I heard. Oh,
yeah. Well, maybe we should go get one of those blue bananas.
And of course, Rick says banana daiquiris, baby.
I'm on board for that.
I like banana daiquiris.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
They're pretty cool.
I like daiquiris. I was at somewhere one time. Went into I was at some kind of crazy meeting, about absolutely nothing.
Of course,
that means nothing.
Yes.
About anything
Yes.
that's going to impact our lives. And it's so much so I don't even remember what the hell it was. But I got out of there and I went to the bar, and I ordered a pina colada, and he says, "You want whipped cream and a cherry on it?" And I said, "You damn right I do. Put 2 cherries on that." Fill me up.
Oh, my goodness.
Guys aren't supposed to drink fruity drinks.
Well, I don't give a damn. I do whatever I want to do.
That's right.
You know, I do whatever I want to do, and that's just how I live my life. You know, that's the way it's supposed to be. But
That's right. That's right. Oh, and good morning to Ed and Felicia Kubiak. They just got home and just tuned in.
you know, Felicia's, good morning, guys. And Felicia stops by every morning on the Morning Post and says hi.
Maureen says, if you get a 9-foot fountain, I'll send money to support the project.
Listen, Mo, I'm still on board with this 9-foot Buddha head. It's pretty cool. It's pretty darn, it looks pretty good. So I got to see it in person. I just saw it online at Southeastern Salvage, so I got to go check it out in person myself.
Once we get the 40 gallons of water in it, it won't go anywhere, you know. Yeah.
I'm like, you know, this is a tiki bar. It looks pretty darn cool. It's kind of like a cross between a Buddha head. It is a Buddha head, but it's... The way it is, you just got to see it. It is a 9-foot Buddha
It reminds me when she said it. Instantly in my head, I thought of that. I love that movie, Night at the Museum.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it has that big Buddha.
Gum for dum dum.
Gum for dum dum. That's what it reminded me of.
Or to me, it looks like one of those awesome statues on Easter Island, the big heads on Easter Island. And Daddy says, well, maybe we could plant it in the ground about halfway up.
Yeah, like they do.
They do on Easter Island.
Like they were on Easter Island, you know, because, you know, all those statues on Easter Island, you're only seeing, I mean, some of them are on a pedestal. The ones out by the beach, the end there, those are on a pedestal. But the ones that are everywhere else, them damn things are buried. You know, you're just seeing the top of it.
Yeah.
They're in the ground.
Yeah, they're way deep in there. So, yeah. How cool would that be? We go get a big old 9-foot Buddha head to stick out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm kind of liking the idea, Danny Lynn.
I don't know. I mean,
we'll have to see it in person. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Gotta see it in person.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how we gonna get this in the truck. You know.
Well, that other fountain that looked kind of tiki with all the lights going up the rock wall, that was pretty cool too. But I'm gonna say it was about. It was as tall as me, so about 5'2" at least, you know.
Well, I got to give Ace Hardware credit. I mean, they've
had some nice ones.
They've really redone their whole garden area. You know, they got music playing and they got everything out there. People, I mean, it was packed too. Mm-hmm. So people were buying all their plants, and they really put a lot of work into their garden area.
They did. They have put. It's an amazing place, and I'm glad of it because it's so convenient down there, right down the road.
Went down to Anchors and had a I've completely cut out bread and
I haven't been to Anchors in forever.
All that stuff. It was still one of the. There's only two good places to eat on Highway 58.
They have the best onion rings.
That's what I had.
That's what he had.
The best onion rings.
Yeah, that's what he had.
But I do splurge a little bit on the weekend, and it's man, I got to tell you, just cutting out bread makes you feel so much better.
Yeah.
But I do splurge a little bit on the weekend. You know, you should reward yourself when you do something good. You don't have to be, constantly in a frame of mind is like, this is all I'm going to do and this is it. You need to reward yourself. Nobody else gives a damn. Okay.
Even when you're on a diet, you got to give yourself a cheat day.
That's right. You need to reward yourself for anything positive that you do in your life. And it's okay because there's nobody else that you have to impress other than yourself. Okay. Just reward yourself when you do good things. That's important, no matter what's going on in your life. All right. Let's take care of our 11 o'clock sponsors. Are you looking for signs for your backyard oasis? Maybe for your tiki bar, or maybe you just want a pink flamingo in your yard. Well, let me tell you about Camys Grammys. That's what they do. Camys Grammys is just a beachy flamingo-loving girl from Wisconsin who's landlocked in Missouri and crazy about signs. Go over to TikiManRadio.com and click on the Camys Grammys logo and reach out to her. They custom fit signs to your order, made right here in the USA. That's Camys Grammys. Everybody needs a pink flamingo in their yard.
If If you're thinking of investing in commercial property in Florida or moving your business to Florida, check out the Space Coast. The Space Coast is home to globally recognized companies in aviation, aerospace, electronics, and communications. At JM Real Estate, we have seen the Space Coast grow and develop. We know what is happening and know this is an exciting time for our area. The time is now for you to explore the Space Coast of Florida and start investing. Contact JM Real Estate and launch your commercial real estate investment on the Space Coast. Call us at 321-242-2882 or visit jmrealestate.com to learn more.
Alan Jax Bowers in Mudcut South Studio is now Alan Jax Bowers and MFG Records, all together under one roof. Jax has worked with the best in the business all over the world, and if you're looking to take your music to the next level, you need to reach out to Jax today. MFG Records, which is music for grown-up, and Alan Jax Bowers, together at last. Reach out to Jax today at alanjaxbowers.com and take your music to the next level. Are you looking to get away to your secret paradise? Are you looking to come to Chattanooga? You've heard me talk about the beautiful city that I grew up in and the surrounding area here in Harrison Bay. Well, Golden's A-lure-ing Getaway is your secret hideaway. Just a mile and a half from the Tiki Bar, and our good friends the Goldens will take good care of you. It's safe, it's secure, and it's Tiki Man approved. When you use the code word Tiki Man, you get 20% off. Go over to TikiManRadio.com and click on the link for Golden's A-lure-ing Getaway and schedule your secret getaway right here in Harrison Bay. That's Golden's A-lure-ing Getaway. Tell them the Tiki Man sent you. coming to you live from the Z&G patio in Memphis, Tennessee, home of David and Gina. That's where they have a rockin' good time with Tiki Man Radio.
We go out on a boat and under the waves, catching spiny lobster on a mini season day. Put 'em in a bag and take 'em to the top, grabbing 'em by hand, not putting out a pot. Rounding up bugs takes a lot of skill, but 2 hours later we can pop 'em on the grill. Hanging with my friends on a Saturday night, laughing and drinking by the firelight. I love the wind, the water, the waves and the sun. I'm living my life just trying to have fun. Lucky Jack and I are just hanging around. Life is good in my saltwater playground. There's a 6-foot swell and an offshore breeze. Jack calls me up and says, when do we leave? We load up the boards in his beat-up old truck, down to the inlet where we'll test our luck. Wiping down our boards with Mr. Zogg's wax. Duck dive a couple times and we're popping out the back. Dropping in, trying to catch a tube in the green rooms where I found the fountain of youth. I love the wind, the water, the waves and the sun. I'm living my life just trying to have fun. Lucky Jack and I are just hanging around. Life is good in my saltwater playground. I go to my church down by the sea. The good Lord seems to be smiling on me. Watch the sun coming up and I hope and I pray He'll bless me by giving me one more day. From the boat, the shore, off of a pier, I love going fishing year after year. The sun's beating down and our lines are getting wet. I think to myself, this is as good as it gets. Reel 'em all in and head back to the dock. I watch the sun going down instead of watching a clock. Cleaning fish, I make the pelicans a deal. Hang out for a while and I'll give you all the meal. I love the wind, the water, the waves and the sun. I'm living my life just trying to have fun. Lucky Jack and I are just hanging around. Life is good in my saltwater playground.
Hey, this is Marty Nickel, and you're listening to Tiki Man Radio, where it's always tiki time. Tiki time.
Yesterday we were strolling hand in hand on the coast of Del Sol. loving me. I said I loved you too. We toasted champagne to us in that little French restaurant all afternoon. We swore our love would withstand the test of time. I was yours, you were mine. I'm daydreaming. Daydreaming takes me far away. Daydreaming brightens my darkest days. Daydreaming helps me escape. Daydreaming. Daydreaming, daydreaming, daydreaming. Daydreaming, daydreaming, daydreaming. Daydreaming, daydreaming, daydreaming.
Mr. Marty Nickel, and
that
one of the most
song.
underrated
Well, you say that, but I think
trop rock,
he is.
coastal Americana, whatever you want to call
I
it.
think he's tops to me.
You know, just does his thing, man. Just writes songs, put them out there, and you know, he used to live down here outside of Atlanta.
Yes.
Went down and did a CD release party for him one time, and had a great time down there in a little French cafe that he was playing at, and then they moved over to what's the name of that beach? I don't think he lives there anymore.
He does not.
Yeah, but anyway,
It was somewhere in Florida. I can't remember the beach's name. It was a little island.
yeah. But we're looking forward to having him here for the summer party.
I am.
Yeah, I just love Marty, and
I do too.
he's,
His smile is just. He's like one of those guys comes in a room and his smile just brightens the whole place.
Yeah, if you go back to the early days of radio for me, Marty Nickel, Hugo, Jim Morris, Sam Rainwater, those guys were those were what was considered the early days of trop rock then.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what the hell it was. I just liked the music. It was tropical. It was tiki bar music as far as I was concerned.
Yeah.
And so we were listening to all that way before we even got into all this other craziness that we're involved with now. But, you know, sometimes you need to get back to that. You know, we're probably going to make some changes for Tiki Man Radio in 2026 and scale back some things and do things a little differently. And
yeah,
it's just it's very, very time consuming for all of us. And we need to get back to more of the music side of their station and do things a little differently. So. More details to come with that down the road, but 2025 is going to be busy for sure. Looking forward to being in Panama City. This may very well be our last year down there. You know, they always talk about
we've said that once, twice.
We're not going to do this anymore. I say it a lot every time I go down there and have to deal with all kinds of
but
headaches.
This will
and stuff.
be our 10th year, so it's going to be good.
Yeah, when you reach milestones, like it's human nature to call something at a milestone, you know, in 5 years, 10 years. You know, I always talk about chapters of your life being in 5-year increments, and I truly believe that.
Yeah.
That every 5 years, everything changes for you one way or another. And when you get to that second chapter, 10 years down the road, it's completely different. But I do believe this will be our last year for the Panama City thing. It's just, we've done it for 10 years this year. And, we've never charged the club for any of the broadcasts that we do down there. We donate our time for charity, for whatever charity that they have. And we've done it for 10 years. So I think that's it's been a blast for us. But and looking forward to seeing Tim Campbell for the first time down there.
Yeah, that's going to be cool.
That's going to be fun. And we got the big tent. We're going to, if this is our last year, this will be we're going to go out in style with the big tent. I can't wait to see the damn thing.
We'll have the biggest tent on the beach for the final year.
I know. We haven't even officially put it up yet. Maybe we should try it in the yard. I don't know.
No, you put that big tent in the front yard, people will start parking in it. Yeah, what's going on? When's the show, man?
When's the show?
Yeah, who's playing?
Who's playing today?
I
know.
But
that's true.
It is what it is.
Take it out of Golden's and set it up then.
Yeah, we.
Same thing would happen there. Where's the show? Who's playing?
I've got a big enough field you can hide it.
True.
I think what we talked about was for the summer party we're going to set it up because you could put 2 of those tables underneath it
instead of putting new umbrellas.
Yeah, we're going to set it up and have tables underneath that for the summer party.
Give it some shade, and just in case
more
it
shade.
rains.
Yeah.
And we could actually set up all 3 of them. The big tent and then the regular tent side by side all the way across there.
Yeah.
And have all the tables and chairs and stuff underneath there. That would be kind of nice.
Actually, that probably would be and then have that little space for because the pool is open to the sun and that little space for laying out. Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, maybe we'll try that. We'll see once we get it put up.
Give it a whirl.
See what a pain in the ass it is to put it up. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Took a year to pay that damn thing off, so I'm glad to have it paid for and have it here. So,
yep.
Let's see here. So glad we'll be there this year. Yes, Patty, I can't wait to see you guys, and we'll be set up at the big tent next to the stage.
Yes, sir.
And speaking of which, let's see here. I think I had the lineup in here and I had music, but let's see here. Where is the Panama City lineup? There it is. There we go. So you've got, they're going to get started on Wednesday, 6:30 in the afternoon up at Sharky's. Jeff and the Camaros is going to go back and do the welcome to the island party. And then we got, they're going to be having some local bands that will be playing when you're setting up your tent. Right? So you got Kevin and Heidi Project starting at 3 o'clock on Thursday, April 24th. Salt Rock Festival is going to be... See, let me see if I can fix that where I put it on a loop. There we go. There we go. Put it on a loop, and then it'll be fun. All right, so Salt Rock Revival. Salt Rock Revival, 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. On Thursday, April the 24th, 8 to 10, Scratch 2020. Must have been a winning lottery ticket or something, Scratch 2020. They're going to be playing from 8 to 10, and this is when you're setting up your tents. And then Friday, really, everything gets kicked off 10 to 11:30 a.m. You got Kirsty Krause and Crystal King together. I believe this is the first time that they'll be playing on the big stage. And then 11:30 to 12:30, Todd Sparks is going to be up at Sharky's. You know, we didn't even get a chance to talk to him last year.
No.
When they do those bands and
up at Sharky's,
yeah, I mean we're too busy down there at the big tent. But 12:30 to 1:45, of course, you got Jerry Diaz and Hannah's Reef.
Yeah.
Then you've got Tropical Cool, which is Sonny Jim and John Patty, 2 to 3:15. 3:30 to 4:15, Eric Erdman. I believe this is the first time he's played there. And, of course, he's bringing his buddy Aaron Schurz from 4:20 to 5 o'clock. And then Aaron's going to play again, 5 to 5:45. And then the rest of the gang, 5:40 to 5 to 7, Donnie Brewer and the Dock Rockers. 7 to 8 p.m., Jeff Randall is going to be up at Sharky's. We'll have to make a point to go up see Jeff. I believe this is his first year there.
Yeah.
But the big party starts at 8 to 11 p.m. Jim Azabel and the Troubleholic. They're always, you got to have Jim at night, okay?
Of course.
Remember when he played at 3 o'clock one time? I'm like, what the hell's going on here? Okay, this is not good. They're a night band. Saturday, 9:30 to 11:30. This is where you have Beth Travers and the Bigger Boat Band. Okay, and who is the Bigger Boat Band? Well, I had to ask that question.
Right.
Let me see if I can find it now. I was going to have it already. I think I got it on email. You know, people send me so much stuff I can't hardly keep up with where everything is. But let's see here. All right. So the Bigger Boat Band is Sonny Jim, Rich McGuire, Alan Jax Bowers, one of our good sponsors and good friends. Matt Kelly is going to be on bass. And, of course, Beth Travers herself. That's a 5-piece band.
Oh, very nice.
And possibly some cool chick singers. The Bigger Boat Band. That's Beth Travers.
Very nice.
The rock star herself. Taking it to another level.
Gonna need a bigger boat.
Gonna need a bigger boat. Darby Ledbetter, 11:30 to 12:30 up at Sharky's.
Yeah.
12:30. It'd be good to see Darby and Kathy. Hadn't seen them in a while. 12:30 to 2, Carrie Welling is going to be there. 2:30 to 4, Brooke Graham and the Beach Street Boys. Man, they put on a good show last time.
They did.
I had to bring them back. And then the man himself, Tim Campbell and the Tropical Attitude Band, 4:30 to 7. That's perfect. That's right at sunset, I believe.
Yeah.
And then you're going to have Don Middlebrook up at Sharky's from 7 to 8. 8 to 11, Johnny Rustler and the Beach Bum Band is going to blow the thatch off the roof. Closing out Saturday night. Then you got Gene Mitchell Sunday from 12 to 2. We might be able to see Gene before we leave. I don't know. We usually get the hell out of there Sunday morning.
Yeah.
But that's your lineup for the Panama City Parrothead Rendezvous 2025, April 24th through the 26th. And, of course, Reif Rum is going to be our sponsor down there.
Oh, we need to get some Reif Rum swag.
Yeah, we do need to get some Reif Rum swag. So we looking forward to having those guys there. It's going to be a fun time, had by all. Okay. If you've never been to the Rendezvous, I'm going to tell you right now, this is
a good time.
It's fun. It's fun.
We'll be right there in what we call our oceanfront property.
That's right.
And we're looking forward to being down there. It's a good way to start off the spring season for Tiki Man Radio. Then we got a couple weeks of break there. Then we're off to Costa Rica. And then we come back and get ready for the summer party and enjoy the summer a little bit. And then we get ready to go down to Key West for our 9th annual Tiki Man Radio Sunrunner Showcase Key West Bound. So it's going to be a good year.
It is. It is.
If you're just joining us, please hit the like button. That helps us out tremendously. And let's see here. Hello, I'm back. Was having breakfast after church. Okay. I'm Michelle Myers, the ambassador. Hopefully she had a good time with her sisters, and all that went well. Let's see here. What else is going on? So you snuck that in there. I went to Nashville and wrote a song with Mark Mulch. No big deal. I was going to wait and announce that later.
Well,
I mean, come on, man. That's a big deal.
It is a big deal.
Well, I guess. Basically, I give you the story. Yes, we've talked about it on our show, but basically what it was is I used to write short stories, read a lot of stories, and I'd gotten away from it for a long, long time, and then I started writing again, more or less as therapy. And see, you didn't know I wrote short stories, and so you're not the only writer, but I got away from it for a long, long time. But
I've never known you to write a short story. No, not since I've known.
Because I've never.
I've known you.
Done it. I haven't really done it in a long time. It was something I did in high school, actually.
Okay, well, it's been a while.
Well, I got into writing again because I'd lost a good friend of mine, and it kind of hit me hard. So I started writing about him basically, and I had based in conversation. I had done it on my phone, and we was having breakfast one day with Mark, and it just come up in conversation, and I showed him what I was writing, and he looked at me and says, "There's a song in here," and I says, "You think?" And he goes, "I know there is, and I would love to help you finish this and do it." So That was a year and a half ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I finished writing it, and then I sent it to him, and he started looking at it and pulling out and formatting it, and then putting some music to it.
Mm-hmm.
So it got to the point where it was close. So I was off, so I messaged him, said, "Hey, I'd like to come down for a day. Maybe we could sit down and finish it, just to say it's done." And he says, "Absolutely." So I went down on Thursday. We sat down, and in about an hour's time, we had everything edited, rearranged, some things reworded, and everything, and it's done.
Well, good. Well, congratulations.
So it's a more of a song that is healing for me.
Well, you should be proud of that, and you should tell everybody about it. I mean, it's a big deal. You don't need to, be like me saying, we were having dinner with Willie Nelson the other night, and he was talking about Merle Haggard. And I mean, come on. Come on, man.
Mark actually has some ideas for it, and I don't know what all, but
yeah,
I'm excited to see,
Well, if anybody can put it to music, it's certainly Mark Mulch. That's for sure.
Yeah, the song is kind of a downer, but maybe he'll perform it at the summer party. So we'll see.
We shall see.
Hopefully, it's not some sad song.
It is a sad song.
It's a sad song. He said his friend died.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
So
That ain't going in a rainbows and butterflies direction.
No.
Okay?
Hope y'all are having a good time. Let's talk about dead people.
No.
Come on now.
It was one of them ones. Even though I had been a big part of writing it, there was certain things in there that Mark had rearranged and done and phrased differently. That when I heard him do the rough cut of it, I cried.
I bet.
Well, there you go. Well, good deal, man. That's a big deal. You need to be proud of that. So. I'm glad we were able to pull that out of you and share it with everybody.
It has sparked, so I've started writing again. So,
well, good. Maybe you can be a famous songwriter.
Yeah. I don't play an instrument. I don't sing. So, lyricist is the best I'm going to get.
Yeah.
Which I doubt that. Like I said, this was just something. It was therapy.
It's good. It's good, B-Dog. It's good.
So,
it's all good stuff. It's a hell of an accomplishment. Anytime. I always encourage people to write. It is good therapy. It's therapy for me. I like to write. As a matter of fact, I plan on writing more. And probably in that process, I'm going to probably rearrange some things.
Write more after Key West this year. I suspect you will write more after Key West this year.
I think you may be right about that.
I think so.
I saw a comment earlier up there from Bill Hass. We were talking about the whole Facebook debacle.
Yeah.
And he says, been off Facebook for 6-7 months now. Has not affected my life one bit, only for the better. I agree with that, man. This whole business of, we don't do politics here, so we're not going to get into that. But, we are a Tiki Man Radio family. And I've seen people out there saying, screw Canada. I'm like, what the hell? What's wrong with you? I mean, that's not how things go.
No.
Not in my world, anyway. I'll tell you something a lot of you don't know about me. The best way to get me out of your life is to just be as negative as you can be. And I'll tell you right now, I won't skip a beat about it. I won't miss a sleep over it. I won't think about it anymore because I just don't have time to worry about drama and negativity. Okay, so if you want to go down that rabbit hole, I wish you well, and I hope that it gets better for you down the road, and maybe you can smell the roses again. But I'm not going down that rabbit hole because misery loves company, right? And I might stand at the hole while you're down there in that hole of negativity. I might throw you a water bottle, but I'm going to go on and live my life. That's just how it is, so, and I highly encourage you all to, cut out negativity and all that stuff as much as you can because it's not good for you. It's not, it's just not good for your health.
Right.
Constantly worrying about things. You gotta turn on some good music. Go out and smell the sunshine and the roses. Look at the banana tree grow.
A pelican goes gliding smoothly by, 3 feet over the main. makes her aim rises just a bit, dives in for the prey. Now this show plays a lot these days, and I can't get enough. With the world all behind me, all is well in this sandy gulf. And it doesn't matter when I'm here, for how long I've been gone. Music and memories keep it on my mind and flowing in my song. When every day is put astern to sit here and to watch the waves roll on. My house is 800 miles away, but it's here I feel at home. Hurricanes and man-made banes continue to leave the scars. We jump on planes and make our weekly ways down here in our cars. The breakers sing the timeless songs and off into nowhere. You breathe the sign saying what's on your mind to the humid air. And it doesn't matter when I'm here, for how long I've been gone. Music and memories keep it on my mind and flowing in my songs. When every day is put astern to sit here and to watch the waves roll on. My house is 800 miles away, but it's here I feel at home. Uno mas, another one, set 'em up, have a drink with me. Bright sunny days, umbrellas, coolers by the sea. The tide will wash away your tracks, and you can start anew. No chance to trace your one-time steps, what you did, and what you didn't do. And it doesn't matter when I'm here, for how long I've been gone. Music and memories keep it on my mind and flowing in my songs. When every day is put astern to sit here and to watch the waves roll on. My house is 800 miles away, but it's here I feel at home.
This is your island truck driver, Bobby McQueen, and when I'm traveling through the cheese fields of Wisconsin, I listen to Tiki Man Radio. What could possibly go wrong?
She rattled the ice in my plastic cup. I said, yes, ma'am, fill her up. Tell me something good that I don't know. 'Cause this world's been kicking my behind. Life ain't been a friend of mine. Lately I've been feeling kinda low. And she looked back over her shoulder, pointed at the sign hanging up on the wall. It said, everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. And nobody's gotta worry about nothing. Don't go hitting that panic button. It ain't worth spilling your drink.
and said that's for sure. Dropped a few bucks in the mason jar. Felt those good old neon vibes on me. And whatever monkey that was on my back, he jumped off just like that, right into the deep blue sea. And I looked back over her shoulder, thinking about the sign hanging up on the wall that said everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Nobody's gotta worry about nothing. Don't go hitting that panic button. It ain't near as bad as you think. Everything's gonna be alright. 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 There ain't no doubt it's gonna work out. Come on, sing it with me. There ain't no doubt it's gonna work out. Come on and sing it with me. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. And nobody's gotta worry about nothing. Don't go hitting that panic button. It ain't near as bad as you think. Everything's gonna be alright. 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 Everything's gonna be alright. 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 Everything's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright.
Coming to you live from the Chocolate Bar in beautiful Harrison Bay to your Tiki Bar. Tiki Man Radio is your soundtrack of summer.
Need a trip far away from this crazy life we're living. Leaving now, got a plan out back in my wonderland. At the tiki bar in my backyard, out the back door, south a million miles. At the tiki bar in my backyard, watch the sun go down, take us to the aisles. Invite friends over, break out the brews, escape to that faraway place. Put Buffett on, turn off the news, life at a slower pace. At the tiki bar in my backyard, out the back door, south a million miles. At the tiki bar in my backyard, watch the sun go down, take us to the aisles. Torches light up the night, bamboo all around, lots of tiki lights, playing island sounds.
places far away, grass skirts and sandy shores. Sitting with you under the stars, my imagination soars. At the tiki bar in my backyard, out the back door, south a million miles. At the tiki bar in my backyard, watch the sun go down, take us to the aisles. Watch the sun go down, take us to the aisles.
Mr. Rocket Scientist himself, Mr. Sam Rainwater, and long before, you go back 20 years or so, 22 years for the Tiki Bar, maybe even longer. I have to think about that. But we used to open up the Tiki Bar every year with that song, Tiki Bar in Our Backyard, and didn't know anything about trop rock or anything like that. That was long before. It was such a great deal to me to finally meet Sam Rainwater after all those years.
Yes.
And it was good having him at the showcase this year. And our thoughts and prayers go out to his wife, who's
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth has really been under the weather.
Well, she's having, I think she's got some good news, and she's having surgery coming up, and she's doing okay right now.
But we got a visitor in here.
Yes,
there we go.
do.
There she is, the ambassador of all great things, is in the house.
Hi. Good morning, afternoon. What time
Got your
is it?
crap shirt. It must be crap shirt day.
Yep. I'm always prepared for crap.
I know that's right. Me
I
too.
didn't enlist, but thank you for your service.
Yeah, well, there you go. There we go. Yeah.
I'm just as effective. Oh, wait, that was against you. I didn't mean that.
So you've got the sisters. So your three sisters, right?
This is my first time, or it's the first time all of us sisters got together for a trip. So we decided to get together.
Wow.
And we're staying at the Golden's A-lure-ing Getaway.
That's right. A-lure-ing Getaway.
And it's an amazing house. It's
Yes.
perfect. It works out for all of us.
Yeah, it's perfect. So now, where all does your sisters live at? Y'all
They
just
all live
meet
in
up?
Charlotte.
Charlotte. So this is kind of like a halfway point. Nice.
They've never been to Chattanooga, so.
Yeah. No, really?
Very nice.
Yeah.
Huh. Is that some kind of rule over there? You can't come to Chattanooga or something? Or what's the deal? I mean,
They, we took them out to the property yesterday.
oh,
so they
I
could see
got
it.
you. I got you.
Very nice.
And is Tim with you? Is he in town? Or?
He is. He's staying at Larice and Plaza.
Oh,
he said he
okay.
might come over here this afternoon.
Oh, that'd be great. I'd love to see him. And
I haven't been able to see. I've seen him a little bit here and there.
She's like, we're on a girls' trip, daggone it.
Yeah.
Well, no, we called him yesterday. I said, hey, we've decided we're going to have steak and potatoes tonight. He went, okay. I said, would you come and cook it? He said, I thought this was a girls' weekend. I said, it is. We're making the decisions.
We are calling for
You
our
got to come do
manservant.
it. Yeah.
So what? Anything special y'all been doing, or just hanging out?
No, we've just really been just hanging out and
catching up.
Yeah, just getting along and having fun and
That's
being
cool.
sisters and
That's cool.
growing our sister bond and being happy.
Well, you can only do that for a weekend. It's like, all right, I got to get away from y'all, you know.
Not we've all been doing very well.
Well, you know what they say after 3 days.
I know.
We know we're not getting any younger. So it's like,
That is so true. That seems to be the theme of this weekend. You know, I got out and cleaned up the yard, and she was out there cleaning up the yard. We had the music going and the tiki bar opening up, cleaning out. I'm working on refrigerators. It's like normal springtime around here.
yeah.
You know, but well, that's cool. I'm glad you guys are having a good time, and the Alluring Getaway is a good place
It's
to meet
a great house. It really is.
Yeah.
It's perfect location to everything. So really, anybody who's looking to come up here,
Well, there you go.
it's a lot less expensive to rent the house than it is to get a hotel room for several days.
Sure. Yeah. No doubt
Get a
about
lot
it.
more people in there.
Rick Martinez, my brother from another mother, says positive vibes, good friends, great music, and excellent rum. You always got to throw the rum in there. And that would be Reif Rum, by the way. Where else would you rather be in life? That's right, man. That's what it's all about. You know, whenever Rick Martinez and I got together with Johnny B, Tiki Island Radio.
Oh, Johnny B.
That's what it was all about, man. Back in those days, it was all about the aloha, right? The aloha of love. And we played a lot of music, Polynesian-style music on the Hawaiian Islands. Was very close with the Hawaiian artists and things of that nature. And it was just so much fun. I mean, it was a lot of fun back in those days to just do radio and have good times, you know. So we're glad Rick is finally coming down here for the summer party. That's going to be fun. Yeah. We got the JBL Travel Moment coming up here in 4 minutes, but we couldn't let you just come by and say hi, you know, like a drive-by, like we're McDonald's or something. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi. No, I was like, my sisters want to go to the state park and do the loop.
The loop? Oh,
So I was like, well, I need to go over there and say hi real quick. I said, so I'll be back in a little bit.
Yeah. Well, the Hippie Chick and Golden Girl went on the loop a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah,
right?
about two weeks ago. Yeah.
Katie may come back and she's like, I ain't never leaving this house again.
Hi, Ed Contreras and Ed Kubiak.
Yeah.
One of these days, I'll take you guys on my loop.
Well, I'll have to get in shape for that one.
Yeah.
Or I'll just sit and wait
I can
for you to
take you
come
on the
back and
half
get me.
loop. Yeah.
Well, you know, it's like last weekend, you know, the week before, right? On his show, he was talking about all these things. It was wearing me out listening to all the things he was going to do that day, right?
Yeah.
He was going to go on a run. He was going to, air up a hot air balloon and go up on Lookout Mountain and hike down. And then he was going to go see Jason Acey, and he was going to do all the. He was going to go to church and preach that morning, then go to the Sunday show and do that, and then do all that other stuff. And then
None of that.
Poor thing was
Then
sick.
he got sick.
Poor
And
thing
then
was
I got sick. Let me tell you what, that norovirus is no
No,
joke.
it's not. It hits hard. You know, and I haven't seen you guys, but when I went to, I don't know, I'm pointing behind me, but when I went to
What's back there?
Wisconsin
Out
and
yonder.
then went to Indiana and Illinois, you know, Ed Contreras and Pat have a great setup up there. I was sitting on that balcony looking at the lake going, I could do a condo, I think.
Yeah.
They are very nice. Thank you guys for taking care of me while I was up there.
Yeah.
And Dan and Rachel.
As I was working out there yesterday, you know, for my 23rd year or whatever, I was like, you know, it might be. I understand why everybody downsizes and gets a condo, you know, that way you ain't got to worry about it anymore. But
Well, this is the last year we're doing our fireworks party.
yeah. Well, there's a lot of changes for the radio station coming next year for a lot of things. I think I need to spend more time fishing than I need to do all this other stuff. But we'll talk about that at the end of the year for sure. But anyway,
Time to enjoy life, you know.
enjoy life a little bit, for God's sakes.
I agree.
But we appreciate you stopping by.
You're quite
and,
welcome. It's good to see you guys. Love you guys.
Yeah, your sausage biscuit will be ready. Just drive up. If you'll just park, if you'll park in the driveway there, we'll come out there in a little bit. Yeah, don't forget the cheese. Oh, me. We got the JBL Travel Moment and Joe Leo, the man, the legend. Don't take a cruise without Joe, for sure. Without at least calling him, for God's sakes, and asking him questions. I mean, it's almost rude at this point if you don't reach out to Joe. If you're going on a cruise. Let me see if I can find it in here. Where is it? There it is, right there. And now it is time for the award-winning JBL Travel Minute with Joe Leo with JBL Travel Group. JBL Travel Group is the official travel company of Tiki Man Radio. You can reach out to Joe at 732-831-5200. And now get ready to learn something new about travel. Take it away, Joe.
Morning, everybody. It's Joe Leo with the JBL Travel Group. And this week I want to talk about seasonal travel, which is about experiencing destinations that offer unique attractions, activities, cultural celebrations, and natural beauty that are specific to each season. Actually, I was writing an article about this week for one of our trade magazines, and so I thought I'd share some of it with you. So here are some of the popular destinations by season. So in the spring, one of the things that is very popular is going to see the Cherry Blossom Festival, which takes place in Washington, D.C., and also in Kyoto, Japan. It's a very breathtaking experience paired with, over in Japan, paired with some really great cultural celebrations. The next thing is a tulip extravaganza for the flower lovers. And this takes place every year in the spring in the Netherlands, where millions of tulips in all different colors just kind of blanket the landscapes there. And then there's the wildflower trails through the Texas Hill Country and into the California Antelope Valley. And the fields there are blanketed with beautiful variety of colors of wildflowers. Then we move on to the summer. And in the summer, there's some midnight sun adventures in Scandinavia, which brings the phenomenon of the midnight sun. And a lot of people like to go kayaking or hiking at midnight in Norway or Iceland. Then there's the coastal escapes, which kind of center on the Amalfi Coast in Italy or the Greek islands for really great warm weather and beaches and lively summer activities. And then there's the lavender fields, which is a rolling hill of lavender plants in Provence, France, which is at its peak during the summer season. Then in the autumn season, of course, you have the fall foliage. I can't say that. Fall foliage. And people like to travel to places like Vermont and New Hampshire for scenic drives around and see the colors, the changing colors of the leaves and things like that. Last 2 years ago, we took a cruise up the Hudson and up to Canada from New York during that season, and it was absolutely beautiful. And then there's also harvest festivals going on during that time of the year. And of course, the most popular is the great stomping and wine tasting at the vineyards in Tuscany and Tuscany, Italy, and also in Napa Valley, California. Then there's the Pumpkin Patch Adventures, which explore the charming pumpkin patches and the autumn season in the Midwest and New England. And then for the winter, well, the winter time, they give you all kinds of snowy escapes. You can visit Lapland, Finland for a winter wonderland, reindeer sledding, ice hotels. They actually have a hotel they build every year out of ice. And of course, the biggest attraction there is the Northern Lights. And then there's the Christmas markets, which take place every year in Germany and Austria, that are filled with holiday treats and handcrafted gifts. And there's a number of river cruises that specifically sponsor river cruises through that area and stop in the towns for the different Christmas markets. And then the last but not least in the winter is the ice sculptures and festivals, which take place in China, believe it or not, featuring beautiful, magnificent ice sculptures that are illuminated by tons and tons of colorful lights. So maybe that was something you weren't thinking about, and you want to look at something like that when you're planning your next vacation. And if so, give me a call. The JBL Travel Group will help you find the perfect place. 732-831-5200. Enjoy the rest of your day. This has been Joe Leo with this week's Travel Minute. Take care.
Thanks, Joe. You've been listening to the award-winning JBL Travel Minute with Joe Leo, winner of the 2024 Magellan Awards of Excellence. Each week, Joe takes you through the ins and outs of the travel industry and gives you ideas about travel that you never even thought about. If you're looking to take a trip, book a cruise, or a special event, then reach out to Joe Leo at JBL Travel Group at 732-831-5200, the official travel company of Tiki Man Radio. This hour of the show is brought to you by JBL Travel Group, the official travel company of Tiki Man Radio, an organizer for the Tiki Man Radio Escape to Paradise every year in May, where we go island hopping around the Caribbean. JBL Travel Company specializes in cruises and all-inclusive resorts for family vacations, group travel, destination weddings, and honeymoons for over 10 years. You should always take the Tiki Man's advice and travel with somebody you know. Reach out to Joe at 732-831-5200. Make sure you check out the JBL Travel Minute every Sunday at noon on Tiki Man Radio. During Sunday mornings with the Tiki Man, you'll learn something new every week. That's JBL Travel Group, the official travel company of Tiki Man Radio. Goaltending services, our good friends Gypsy Travels will take you out to the sandbars of the Florida Keys it's time to get off the bar stools and get on another bar, a sandbar, with Gypsy Travels and GTS Charters. And now with Goaltending Services Outfitters, you can get the equipment you need, you can get the apparel you need, grab you some drinks and some souvenirs. That's Goaltending Services, the elite place to be if you're going to a sandbar or being on the water in the Florida Keys. Reach out to them today. Goaltending Services. Tell them the Tiki Man sent you. Make sure you visit the newly opened Goaltending Outfitters upstairs from the Hurricane Hole Restaurant at the dock. GTS Charters and Goaltending Outfitters. There's no better place to be in the Florida Keys.
Waterfront market, it's early morn. Chairs off the tables in the bars, it's a new dawn. I see the water in the bay, glisten and shine. In the distance I hear a tug's horn, let out a whine. The street and the girls all give a pretty smile. Streets are wet from the night before another tropical storm. Homeless still scatter the doorways, sleeping it off. Work in Duval rewards a sidewalk and a bottle of pain. They say the Keys disease is the bee's knees. You know there's more than one. Cause a bee's got 6 knees, and like he, I prefer the sun. And a delightful libation, perhaps something made with rum. Here I can smile, go just about while having fun. But I don't wanna go nowhere that way, I'll never be late. Island time is this life of mine, but I'll raise my glass to the upper 48. Yes, I'll raise my glass to the upper 48. With the last chance and works its way down, hopping and stomping on the islands, town to town. Above us is madness, cars are honking, it's doggy dog. Here I'm chillaxing, always relaxing. Just another day in paradise.
Just another day in paradise.
call me, say why not visit back home? And although I love him dear, I just never wanna leave here. Roots have grown to this old rock, like me firm and strong. Flockers gone wild at Blue Heaven is where we all belong. But I don't wanna go nowhere that way. I'll never be late. Island time is this life of mine. But I'll raise my glass to the upper 48. Yes, I'll raise my glass to the upper 48. But I'll raise my glass to the upper 48.
Hey, this is Ed.
And Felicia.
From Crown Point, Indiana, and we ride the Peace Train with Ed the Train Man every Monday from 6 to 8 Eastern Island Time, 5 to 7 Central Standard Time, only on Tiki Man Radio. TikiManRadio.com.
The sun is shining brightly in the Keys, and the weatherman just said it is the place I need to be, where island women always look so fine, and the Captain Morgan fountains are flowing all the time. It's just my luck, my toes are stuck in Mississippi sand. It's rain for days in Gulfport, I'm about to lose my tan. A Key West sunset's all I need to see, while laid back in a hammock, that's the way the life should be for me. My imagination runs wild. I see a conga line stretched all the way down Duval Street, right to the Conga Republic, where the bartenders are serving Mai Tais to beautiful young ladies in string bikinis dancing on the bar. Meanwhile, I'm stuck in Mississippi trying to get the mud off my shoes. Maybe I ought to go to the beach and ask one of those 3 million jellyfish how we get back south and why we ever left in the first place. I want to go home. It's island time. My car is broke, my thumb will have to do. I'll ride it down the coast until the water turns bright blue. I don't need a map, I know the way. Just a little bit past Sanibel, then turn across the glades. Key Largo is the place I'll go, then south to Marathon. I'll stop in San Key long enough to put sunglasses on, kick off my shoes and dream of being free. Pineapple, rum and coconut, yeah, that's the kind of life for me. Pineapple, rum and coconut, yeah, it's the kind of life for me.
band called the Tropicats.
Yeah.
Mark Morales. Yeah, he had
I know that cat.
He had that great Christmas album we put out. We had him on the show that time.
I still have that Christmas album in my downloaded, and
Yeah.
it was really good.
We
Called Bah Humboogie.
Bah Humboogie. That's it. Yeah, I can never remember it.
Well, I remember it because I don't have it in a special playlist, and it'll just come up, throughout me playing my other songs, and I'm like, oh, that's Christmas music, but that's the only Christmas music I have.
Yeah. So Callie McCool was out there and said, hey, I missed the Coastal Confession show on Friday night. Well, you can always go back and watch it on YouTube, but they did have Danny Hoy. And Chris was feeling under the weather. We want to, send some well wishes to our buddy Key West Chris, and
Absolutely, he's been
he's really been sick and not feeling well, and we wish him well.
Right.
Sent me a text the other day. Saw a truck reminded him of me last week, and sent me a text. I'm like, hey, damn. Man, people have been telling me you're already dead. I keep telling them we're not dead yet. All right, we're not dead yet.
That's right. That's right.
And B-Man is chiming in. I got my Conch Republic, finally got my Conch Republic Aerospace,
B-Man.
the crap shirt on.
I have my crap shirt on too as well. And
Michelle Myers was here. She had hers on as well. And
She did.
It was crap shirt day.
It's crap shirt day. And
this logo is really big, man.
It is big.
It is really, really big.
I like mine too, but mine is mine's one of the oldest ones that were out there. So, I wanted to tell B-Man something.
Okay.
He's in here in the chat.
Yeah, B-Man, I wanted to tell you that I am now going to have to get a bigger pot for my pineapple that you gave me. It is growing like crazy. Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, it is growing, and I'm thinking what I read up on the pineapples is that probably, yes, you can see it from space.
Yeah, you can see it from space. He's talking about the crap, the logo. The logo.
Yeah, the crap logo. But yes, but the pineapple. What was I saying about the pineapple? It's
bigger
growing.
pot.
Yeah, I need a bigger pot. I need a bigger pot. But what I read about it is maybe I will have the start of a pineapple next year. It's like, I think 2 years gestation period for,
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think we're safe to put the banana trees out too.
I think we are too. He said, don't hang the pineapple upside down.
That can get you in some trouble.
No, I don't need any of that kind of action. I need to ration out my excitement at this age, So I don't need that kind of action going on.
We have a lot of people that come through here over the years, and in the pool house here, there's I've got all those paintings that I would collect whenever I was traveling.
Right.
I'd go into thrift stores or whatever, and I'd find those canvas paintings. And you could get them for $2 or $3 or whatever, and I got them hanging up. There was one of a pineapple in there,
it's been there forever.
It's been there forever, and somebody came in one time, said, oh, a lucky pineapple there. And I was like, now don't get any ideas, okay? That one's straight up and down, okay?
That's a welcoming pineapple.
Isn't that crazy, though?
B-Man
It is. It's crazy.
Chicka chicka bow wow.
Yeah, boom, chicka bow wow. Yeah. But
no, I don't think I can handle all
it's
that.
It's a tropical
excitement.
pineapple, for God's sakes, okay? Everything's got a label now, and
that's right.
So
it's a freaking pineapple.
It's a freaking pineapple. Get over it already.
Yeah.
Take your weirdo Speedo and get out of here.
Yeah, we've never seen that guy again, right? Yeah, remember the American flag Speedo dude that was making out in the hot tub?
Well, we have rules here at the
he's doing more than
there have been a few people that has appeared and we've never seen again.
Yeah. Well, there is we have not really rules of engagement, but we do have rules at the Tiki Bar, that against drama and all kinds of stuff.
Don't get naked.
No ex-wives, no ex-husbands, nothing like that. There's certain rules that we have to abide by. But
I remember that one year I had to scrape some panties I think it was like
scrape some panties.
Yeah, with a spatula.
Were they crawling up the wall or something?
No, it was like stuck to the tiki deck, and I had to flip it off with a spatula or something. I think they were drawers, like bottoms to your bathing suit.
Yeah,
somebody left them.
Yeah, and then we threw the spatula and the bottoms away.
Yeah.
Hopefully, anyway.
Yeah.
Callie says, and all my pineapple shirts now just hang in the closet.
Yeah.
I know,
Yeah.
buddy. I know.
He said, however, he does like to go to the grocery store and buy a can of pineapple and turn it upside down in his cart. See if anybody bites.
And just walk around with the
with the can.
With the buggy and the can. Hey, how are you doing? Yeah, hi.
Oh, and Uncle Alex is sending me pictures of his pineapple that is growing down in Boca Raton.
Yeah, speaking
and
of...
he has a little pineapple started on his, see?
Oh, very cool.
So, yeah. So, well, you're just bragging now, man.
Yeah.
I got to wait another year before I get a little tiny pineapple coming.
Yeah. Well, I was talking to B-Man yesterday. I was talking to Ed, the train man, yesterday. I had starting my day with those guys yesterday morning. Ed calls me, and I was sitting there. I got this thing I like to do, sit and drink coffee in bed, and just kind of enjoy the peace and quiet before the day gets too crazy. And Ed calls, he says, "Are you awake?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I was just working on a refrigerator in my head. What can I do for you?" It's too early for tech support, so what's going on? But enjoyed talking to those guys yesterday. But I got to give B-Man a lot of credit. This is the year of no for him. And he's learned to say the word no to because you can get pulled in 17 different directions, especially in Key West. You have this dream about moving to Key West, and you're going to write music, you're going to do all this stuff. You get down there, and it's a whole lot of work, and you get pulled in 17 different directions, and you feel like you need to go off to Colorado somewhere and write music, which is a shame, because that's kind of where Jimmy Buffett went to find Jimmy Buffett, for God's sakes. But make no mistake about it, Jimmy Buffett was playing all over the town, just like everybody else.
It was also a different town back then.
It was a whole lot different town back then
than it is now.
Yeah, you can be a pineapple or a hippie or whatever you want to be down there. It don't matter, so.
Don't matter.
It don't matter. Michelle Myers stopped by. She had her crap shirt on there, B-Man, and we appreciate the crap shirts. And if you guys missed the show last week, we talked about our new T-shirt company that we're waiting on our samples to come in. They haven't came in yet, so we're really excited about that. They've been in business for 100 years, over 100 years. And so finally the infant shirts, the baby shirts, all that stuff can now be done. And so they got to build our landing page for the website, and then boom, we're going to be right back into the T-shirt business again. Or we won't, they will. I don't want to be in the T-shirt business.
No. No, but they're really good. I can't wait to get the samples. From what I see, it looks like it's going to be a really good
I don't know if
shirt.
I still have the I got the Uranus here. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, you had fun with Uranus.
We get it harder and quicker than Uranus. That was last week. So there's the shirt.
I'm glad I kind of missed that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was all last week. He couldn't quit talking about Uranus.
Let's do it again. We get it harder and quicker than Uranus.
I remember we had a show that just went down the hill because of that.
Yeah. Anyway, so
those are pictures of our new shirt.
Yeah, and of course really the nice. Company is
Key.
Yeah, it's got we're doing on the Key for Business, but it's Key Apparel is the name of the company.
Not related to Key West.
Yeah, and they've got our samples all printed up there. You can tell they're the soft version, and so we can't wait to get those. Check them out. And continue on. So hopefully we'll have more on that this week. Very excited about that. We also mentioned last week that the Key West Rum Festival is coming back for a sponsor. And so we should be starting to get that information out to you in April. And, of course, our sponsor, Reif Rum, will be a part of that again. This will be the second year.
Yeah.
I can't believe all these years they haven't had a Key West Rum Festival in Key West, for God's sakes. What the hell? That's just poor planning. When they told me that last year, he's like, there's never been a rum festival in Key West. And I'm like, what? How is that possible?
How is that possible?
I mean, you got rum companies down there, for God's sake.
Verona, you have a wonderful day. Happy Sunday to you. She's going into town.
Going into town. Now, how far is town?
Town's a ways, but she's going to town. She's got to get a cab to get into town. You can't walk there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
wonder what you get in town.
You know, groceries and sundries and dry goods.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a
This
song
and
about
that.
taking your love to town too. So you know.
Yeah.
Don't take your love to town.
B-Man said he's going to start the pineapple fest.
That girl you had on your show Wednesday, she's from Knoxville.
Yeah.
What was her name?
Yeah.
She's actually from Cleveland.
Yeah, she was from Cleveland.
Amy Calfee.
Oh,
That's
Amy
right.
Calfee.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
She had long, reddish brown hair.
Yep. She second grade school teacher by day, country music singer songwriter by night.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. I was trying to figure her name out because you didn't have a post, so I didn't know her name.
I know.
And I was like, she was asking me, who is that girl? And I think I went to school with her.
Let me tell you, it got away. The day got away from me, and then when all of a sudden when I started having computer issues, it
goes downhill from there.
It went downhill quick. So I apologize to her, and I'm working on cutting out those videos, and I'll have them posted hopefully later today.
She did a remake of it was old Barbara Mandrell too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, I was country before country. When country wasn't cool, that was what it was.
Yeah. Old too. I mean, it had to be like 90s maybe.
Yeah, because Barbara,
80s, wasn't it?
Barbara Mandrell did that with, I think, Conway Twitty. I think. Don't quote me on that. George Jones. Okay.
George Jones.
Okay, George Jones.
Well, you had the Mandrell sisters.
Yeah.
I like the
that.
one with the dark long hair. I can't remember her name now, but.
Well, you had let's see, Barbara,
it was George Jones.
Erlene, and how could I forget her name?
I don't remember.
Erlene was the ditzy blonde. She played drums.
Yeah, they were like a whole different version of Charlie's Angels.
Yeah, it was.
Oh Lord, we were talking about who your favorite actor is, and it's kind of really hard to kind of put into perspective of because you kind of whoever you grew up watching, right?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, when I was a kid, it was all John Wayne and Evel Knievel and all that stuff, But as you go through life and you have like a generational actor, because this all kind of ties back into Gene Hackman. I've been going back and watching a lot of his movies. She's been giving me hell about it. She's like, "You gonna watch another Gene Hackman movie?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Well, he just died, so
Surprisingly enough, mine's Kevin Costner.
Kevin Costner.
Mm-hmm.
I like Kevin Costner.
Yeah, from Dances with Wolves on. Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin Costner. There you go. And what's his name was the one we like. Big. What? Come on now.
Big.
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks. Okay.
Tom Hanks to me is like the. I don't know
He's a chameleon because he can play so many different characters and play them convincingly.
He is so talented. I mean, but
he's a good character actor, I guess you'd say.
A lot of people, because we started out watching him on Bosom Buddies.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah.
That was a funny show.
Well, before that, Saturday Night Live.
Saturday Night Live, Bosom Buddies. Before he got into acting and all that stuff, and
who would ever know the comedian could be such a dramatic actor?
Yeah. Yeah, Tom Hanks is really, but Gene Hackman was another big. Clint Eastwood is another one. Just top performers that but it's so sad. Like Gene Hackman. I mean, he's been dead for 2 or 3 weeks, and he dies, and then people are like, "Hell, I thought he died 20 years ago." I'm like, "What the hell? He's Gene Hackman, man. He's like a legend in Hollywood."
Oh, that's going to get posted online.
What is it?
Edward.
It's a picture.
Edward said he started his pineapple, and this is what I got so far, and it was B-Man with a shirt off holding his nipples in the middle of the pineapple.
My God.
And he's in the middle of a pineapple. I'm like, that's got to get
Oh, my
posted
God.
right there.
Oh, that's
We
hilarious.
don't. B-Man and I don't change our shirts very often at the showcase, but when we do, there's 74 pictures of it.
I know.
Oh,
They
there's a
got
bunch of pictures
picture
of
of
you.
you with your shirt
Because
on.
I remember one year at your birthday party, everybody you was like, pinch my nipple.
Pinch my nipple day.
Yeah.
That was some good tequila.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
That is funny.
But
yeah,
yes.
it is funny.
Yes, Callie, you can go back and watch the show. So Chris was not feeling well. Danny Hoy was there. And then B-Man's crazy neighbor.
And the crazy neighbor,
Crazy neighbor.
Susan.
Yeah.
Isn't that her name?
She always freaks out when we come in because she's butt naked out there in the breezeway.
I'm like, why are you freaking out? You're butt naked.
She's like, you didn't tell me. And I'm like, I put some clothes on, for God's sakes, you know? I mean, I've never seen you with clothes on. Now, the funny thing is, we went over to Danny and Chris's for, we try to go to those cookouts when we can. And we went, the last time we were there, she was there, of course, because her and Danny are pretty tight. And she's all dressed up, and, I just saw her.
Naked.
Just saw her, and she's. I'm like, oh, hey, I've never seen you with clothes on. You can clean up pretty good.
Oh, I know. Oh, yes, Alex, Bo Derek and Goldie Hawn.
Oh, yeah.
Goldie Hawn was one.
I was a fan of Bo Derek, but for completely
Goldie
different
Hawn, I
reasons.
loved Goldie Hawn.
I never was that big into.
I thought she was gorgeous.
Back in the day, Sally Fields, Goldie Hawn, Meg Ryan. Man, I was a big Meg
No, I
Ryan.
love Meg Ryan.
Harry
but-
met Sally.
Here's a girl who has no butt,
No boobs.
and she's all personality. Meg Ryan is all personality.
She didn't age well, though.
Well, she did that plastic surgery and it didn't go well. But she has no personality. And Meg Ryan is one of those women that can wear short hair, long hair, curly hair,
I liked
whatever.
her short hair.
Yeah.
B-Man said
Right.
Goldie Hawn. He goes, in the words of Barney Fife, she's a nut.
Yeah, she's a nut. Yeah.
No, I don't think he was talking about Goldie Hawn.
Oh.
I know who he
I
was
just
talking
seen
about.
Goldie Hawn.
Oh,
up
he's
above.
talking about his crazy neighbor.
His
Oh,
crazy
I got you.
Yeah, she's a nut, all
My
right.
apologies to Goldie Hawn.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about the naked neighbor.
Well, we were going to go back and cut out.
I've never had the privilege, sorry.
Well, I have. I saw her the full Monty. I'm walking. It's like, welcome to Key West. And
Yeah.
there she was.
All righty
I was like,
then.
well, hello.
Well, we were going to go back and cut out the part of his crazy neighbor, but the show was only 10 minutes after that, so we decided not to do it.
Oh,
But anyway, I haven't seen Sean Patty, Rick the Stick, nobody out there. So.
Patty was there in here earlier.
Was she?
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
got the grandkid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Grandkid and her daughter. They're having a family day.
Rick may
righty.
be on the road.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if he's doing a show or not. I never know anymore. So
That's right, Kevin. You can come on over. We're going.
Yes, Kevin.
We're going to throw some hot dogs.
We're going
I
to put some
think.
hot dogs on the grill. I need some slaw hot dogs.
I will go get that.
Yeah, we're going to go get that after the show. And I'm going to clean the grill up. We're going to throw some hot dogs on the grill and enjoy the tiki bar, for God's sakes.
Yeah, it's a pretty day.
That's one thing I want to do when I get to a point of retirement is I want to do tiki bar tours. Like I want to go to Fiji.
Fiji.
Yeah, I want to go
yes.
to, and go, tiki bars around the world. I think that'd be fun.
Well, as you say, you ain't getting no younger, so what's stopping you?
Well, I'm working on that. I got a plan for that, as a matter of fact. So, yeah.
Tiki bar tours.
Tiki bar tours, yeah.
That sounds cool.
That's how the tiki bar came about. I was on vacation with the boys, and I'm like, I got this idea about building a tiki bar. Let's go look at tiki bars. And we went all the way down the beach, just going in and looking at bars and tiki bars, and like, oh, those are nice chairs. Oh, that's a nice bar. I could build that. I could do that or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
And of course, the tiki bar went through several versions of it. But
Kevin said he's all in.
All right, man. Sounds good. All right, let's see here. We got our weekly lineup.
Donna, if you use a spatula, don't eat them hot dogs.
Yeah, especially the one you scrape the panties off of the deck off.
Honey,
of
we
with.
threw that away years ago.
Yeah.
I promise. We bought new ones.
Yeah. All right. Here's
That's
your
nasty.
Yeah, that is nasty. Here's your weekly lineup for Tiki Man Radio. Sundays, it's The Big Show. Sunday mornings with the Tiki Man starting at 10 a.m. Eastern Island Time. Streaming live on the Camys Grammy Live Cam from the Chocolate Bar Studios in Harrison Bay. Come over and be part of the show. After The Big Show, it's Tuesday on the Island replay with B-Man and Michelle. Recorded live from Key West. Later that afternoon, it's 5 o'clock somewhere with Rick the Stick. You never know where he's going to pop up. On the Road with Rick the Stick, starting at 5 p.m. Eastern Island Time every Sunday. Mondays from 6 to 8 p.m., get on the Peace Train with Ed the Train Man, live from Crown Point, Indiana. Tuesday at noon, it's Surfs Up with Callie McCool and the Student Crew. Tiki Man Radio's internship from Antioch High School in California. The kids are learning how to produce and do their own show. Compliments of Tiki Man Radio. It's the Lunchbox Special with Surfs Up every Tuesday at noon Eastern Island Time. Wednesdays, it's Where the Boots Meet the Beach with Tropical Country with B-Dog and Lou, streaming live on the GTS Live Cam from the Legends Studio in Ottawa, Tennessee from 7 to 9 p.m. Friday, starting at 7 p.m., it's Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle from the Beachy Shell Studios in Key West, live every Friday, having some fun with their friends and sharing great music. Saturdays, take a trip back in time with Jukebox Saturday mornings, starting at midnight and going to noon. This is where we open up the massive archives of the radio station and take you back to that old shaggin' music. That's your weekly lineup for Tiki Man Radio. Make sure you tune into all these great shows and keep listening to Tiki Man Radio and have some fun.
Lounge down in a hammock on a long forgotten beach, watching the sun slide across the water, just the sand, the waves, and me. Mother, Mother Ocean sings me a soothing song, puts me in a trance, invites me to dance, and I know I'm where I belong. And that's why it's still a mystery to me why they all just go the same old way. 'Cause life stops moving so fast off the beaten path on the B side of A1A. It's not that hard to find it if you just know where to go. Follow the call of the ocean down an unmarked sandy road. I hear the line from a sailboat clang as the main fills up. Now I'm a Caribbean soul and those sails are full, just like my tin cup. And now I must confess, I don't want to keep up the pace, but life stops moving so fast off the beaten path on the B side of A1A. All good things must end, we all must go back home. But I always bring my beach with me wherever I go. I mix up a margarita, take a sip and clear my mind, pull out a Buffett record and flip it to the other side. And I wanna be there, I'll go back down to the sea someday. But until that time, I'll keep living life on the B side of A1A.
hippie chick, Jack Mosley, just checking in, saying hi.
Sip of tequila, taste the sweetness on your lips. Let's pass the tourist traps and give Duval the slip. We could get lost tonight, see where this all leads. I'm fine with anywhere as long as you're with me. Down in Old Town, they're all reeling in that all-night party feeling. They're all carrying on till the break of dawn. Out on the blue, everything is alright. Close dancing in the moonlight, gently rolling with the waves. Out on the blue, living life in our time. Find the breath of the sunlight. You and me will be drifting the night away. We crossed the great big sea and gave ourselves a chance. Left it all behind for a town in the south of France. Got so lost one night in the Chardonnay of Nice. I'm fine anytime as long as you're with me. Out on the promenade they're reeling in that all-night party feeling. They're all carrying on till the break of dawn. Out on the blue, everything is alright. Close dancing in the moonlight, gently rolling with the waves. Out on the blue, living life in our time. Find the breath of the sunlight. You and me will be drifting that night away. We chased the rising sun, sailed off to the east. We left the champagne, the limoncello in Italy. Got so lost that night in a vast Venetian scene. I'm fine anywhere as long as you're with me. St. Mark's Square, where they're all reeling in that all-night party feeling. Well, they're carrying on till the break of dawn. Out on the blue, everything is alright. Close dancing in the moonlight, gently rolling with the waves. Out on the blue, living life in our time. The final breath of the sunlight. You and me will be drifting the night away.
Hi, this is Nadira Shakur, and you're listening to Danny Lynn, the Tiki Man, on TikiManRadio.com.
Marilyn Monroe did a night shoot in a pool, posing
cool. When they wrapped right after midnight and the crew went to the bar, Norma Jean just did the backstroke like she was reaching for a falling star. Beautiful swimmers know how to move, sliding across the water like a steel guitar. Beautiful swimmers stay in the groove, riding constant currents near and far. Standing in a tidal pool just east of Baltimore, watching little blue crabs navigate the eastern shore. Every bayou, stream and river in time runs to the sea. Every tadpole, flounder and soft shell feels the choreography. Beautiful swimmers, they know how to move, sneaking past the draggers and the oyster bars. Beautiful swimmers, just feel the groove, painting liquid brush strokes like Renoir. I miss my dorsal fin, I can't explain. I'm a big fish out of water, dwelling on the coastal plain. Now if I was as rich as the Aga Khan, I'd tell you what I would do. Buy every man, woman and child on this planet a mask and a snorkel too. Then I'd lead that wild migration, destination Waimea Bay. Then we'd splash our way around the world. Life is just a water ballet. Come on, you beautiful swimmers, you know how to move. Let's glide across the water like a steel guitar. Beautiful swimmers, stay in the groove, catching constant currents near and far.
One of Jimmy Buffett's, one of my favorite tunes.
I love it.
So beautifully written. You guys got anything special coming up on your show this week, or is it a secret?
No, it's not a secret.
It's like, I went and wrote a song somewhere in Nashville this week. It's no big deal. I just,
Well, you know,
Almighty, man.
This week, we have in-studio guest. Kirsty Krause is going to stop by and visit us.
Oh, very good.
So kind of a makeup from when we had her previously scheduled. So she's coming in, and I'm sure she's going to talk about the new song that her and Mike Nash just released.
That's right. Yeah, that's out there. And I believe she's got an album coming out, doesn't she?
I think she does. So
Yeah.
we'll probably get in and talk about that.
Very good.
And we're going to have a house full of people because family's coming to town.
Right.
God.
Yeah, because of the wedding.
Yeah, the wedding is next week.
Yes, I will not be here next Sunday.
Well, good luck with that.
We'll be
Have
marrying off a
fun.
kid, and then I'm going to be DJing a wedding reception. So
That's all right.
There you go. You want to start a DJ business? Everybody gets married.
Yeah.
Everybody in the family. Well, that's great. We can save money if we get married now.
Yeah. One of these days,
Dad's a DJ.
One of these days, I need to start doing some paying gigs.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, no kidding, man. We do have a Tuesday on the Island replay coming up after the show. This is, they do it every other week now. And so we do have that loaded up, ready to go. So make sure you tune in for that. That'll be on the radio immediately following Sunday mornings with the Tiki Man. And I guess we're going to go get some hot dogs and throw them on a grill and enjoy some of that sunshine out there.
That would be nice.
Yeah. And pollen season has already started because you can tell by the water on top of the pool.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So the cover is will come off probably when we get back from
Panama City.
Yeah. It'll probably be a good time.
It's probably a good time.
Between now and then, we need to get the banana trees in.
And the pump filter done.
You need to bring that palm tree out of the bedroom.
Yes, I have a palm tree in my bedroom that I bring in there in the wintertime so it can survive.
We got this bay window, right? And so every morning, we have to open up the blinds, and the palm tree goes, "Phew, yeah, let that sunshine in here." I didn't think y'all was ever going to get out of bed.
B-Man, I know. B-Man says, I have to apologize to the palm tree when you don't open the blinds for it. I'm like, I'm sorry. He doesn't understand that you're also you're a person there that needs its sunlight,
I generally do.
Generally, but sometimes you don't. And I'm like, I'm sorry, he didn't open the blinds for you, and you're just sitting there like, hello.
Well, sometimes
I'm still here. I'm alive. Hello.
I cut my phone on and it starts ringing.
Yeah. By the way, B-Man said he has Tiffany Green calling in this Friday for Coastal Confessions.
Very good.
Very cool.
good. Yeah, that'll be great.
And I have an announcement.
You have an announcement.
I do. I can finally say that I am going to be a grandmother for the third time.
Yay!
Yeah. We're having a little girl this time. So.
Elena's baby making factory over there.
Yes, I have 2 grandsons, and now I'm going to have a third, and that's going to be.
Is that what they were shooting for, to get their little girl and be done?
Yeah, yep.
It's amazing. I mean, whatever Elena wants, Elena gets, right?
This is true.
She said, well, this one will be a girl. I'm like, well, good luck with that.
And sure enough.
Sure
and even Levi said, my oldest grandchild, he said,
yeah, this will be a girl.
This is going to be a girl. And we said, well, what if it's a boy? He goes,
it's not going to happen.
He goes, that's not possible. It's going to be a girl.
Yeah,
it's not possible.
That's what he said.
Like he knows.
Yeah, we've said it and it shall be done. I'm like, okay.
From a 3 or 4 year old. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. So he said, it shall be done. And said, sure enough, it is a girl.
And it shall be done. Yeah. Congratulations, our producer, Monica, who's always listening.
Yes. Thank you.
So thank you so much for that. Thank you all for, if you haven't hit the like button yet, we only got 4 more to hit 40. So if you're out there, B-Man, if you hadn't hit the like button yet, whatever, just whoever, just hit that like button. Let's see if we can get up to 40 before the show is over with.
Yeah.
You got 5 minutes.
I got 5 minutes.
And Edward said I'm catching up with him.
Oh, yeah.
The grandbaby.
Yeah, all those grandkids. Well, and they're what, 9 months and a day apart? Is that what it is?
No.
It can't be too far off.
They're not. They're a little further.
10. All right, let's call it 10 months.
Well, Sonny, I mean, Sonny is already, he's 2.5 now, so he's actually going to be 3 in July. So.
Oh, very good.
So yeah, there'll be 3 years apart from the youngest to that one. I mean, yeah.
Here's a funny thought. Since I adopted Alicia, so she's technically now legally my youngest daughter.
Right.
My oldest daughter and my youngest daughter have the same birthday.
That's funny.
April 5th.
That's funny.
That is funny.
That is so funny.
That's
Oh, my
cool.
goodness.
Just 14 years apart.
14 years apart.
Pretty darn close.
And so this is it, right? Is this the last one getting married?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
There's been so many weddings and.
Well, I have one daughter. I'll have one daughter who is not married, and she has no intention of doing so again. So
she's in that phase of her life.
Her and her significant other, they're like, well, we got to get married for. We own a house. We have kids.
Yeah.
Well, we need the paper for her. So
I agree. Yeah, thanks for bringing that up. Yeah.
Sorry. I know it's a sore subject.
It's a sore subject, man. But what else? Let's see here. Hopefully next week, Dan, what's his name, will join us on the show. Let me see here. Man, so many emails with YouTube on here. I can't really.
Moni says, she has her son has her birthday.
Yeah.
So I have a granddaughter has my birthday.
Oh, Moni, listen.
Yeah.
There is this cutest couple, and I've been showing these videos to the Tiki Man. There's this couple. I think they're on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok, but I found them on TikTok. Anyway, she's called Crazy Aunt Ann. Crazy Auntie Ann. Anyway, and her husband, they don't look like you, but her and her husband remind me so much of you and Tom. And it's the ones I showed you.
Oh yeah, she'll just laugh and laugh and laugh.
I will laugh for an hour over these videos. They'll lip sync to old rock music and stuff.
Yeah,
and they'll be playing the pots and pans like drums.
Yeah, the funny one was Phil Collins is I can feel it coming.
Yeah, and they were using the vacuum cleaner as a microphone, and I was like, I love this. This reminds me of Moni and Tom.
In the beginning, you need to send that to Moni so she can watch it.
I know. I've been trying to find that because they're on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. So I need to send it to her.
It is hilarious. Dan Sullivan will join us.
Yeah, Dan Sullivan.
Formerly of the Detentions. Now he's a single artist. He's got a new song out, and so he'll be joining us hopefully next Sunday, and we'll debut that song as well. So
cool. And Edward just sent me a message. He said he's got a local musician, Frank Ruvali, joining on the Peace Train tomorrow.
Oh, very good, very good.
Yeah.
Let's see here. All right. Well, there it is. Okay. All right. Well, if you hadn't hit the like button. We still didn't make it up to 40. We got 36 there, so that's a good number. So thank you so much for everybody joining us today.
Yes.
If you're going to be out and about, the Tiki Bar will be open. We're going to throw some hot dogs on the grill and enjoy the rest of the day. And we certainly appreciate you joining us. Thank you for everybody that supports Tiki Man Radio and allows us to come into your lives each and every week here on Sunday mornings with a Tiki Man. But with that, it's time for us to get out of here and let you get on with your day. Make sure you check out all of these shows on Tiki Man Radio. I always like to say you never know when he's going to pop up. Rick the Stick, I don't know if he is or not, but maybe he will. You just have to wait and see. And sometimes he doesn't even, that doesn't even happen. But anyway, if he is, it'll be up 5 o'clock this afternoon. And make sure you check out all the shows on Tiki Man Radio. And for God's sakes, turn on the positivity and cut out that negativity in your life. For God's sakes, everybody. We'll be back next week with another edition of Sunday Mornings with a Tiki Man. Have a great day.
See ya.
Well, goodbye. I'd love to stay and play and sing for a while, but it's time to hit the road. say goodbye, so long, farewell, bye-bye. Andy!
Goodbye to my friends, I'm glad you were here. It's time for us to go and get another beer. I'd like to see your smiling faces again, so goodbye, my friends, bye-bye.
Thank you for the open invitation. Your kind of loss and adulation. But look at the time, oh Lord, we gotta fly. So long, farewell, baby, bye-bye.
All right, kid.
Hey there now, friends, it's time to go. But we'll return and do another show.
That's right.
When we come back, drop in and say hi. So long, farewell, bye-bye.
All right, Dirk, bring it home now. Come on.
Give me a smile and a warm embrace. Pick up your coat and grab that old suitcase. I hear the whistle blowing down the track. And say for sure when we're coming back. So long, farewell, baby, bye-bye. And now we're leaving with tears in our eyes. We'll be back soon, so don't you cry. So long, farewell, bye-bye. So long, farewell, bye-bye. So long, farewell, bye-bye.
Whoa.
So long, everybody. Have a fantastic day. Tuesday on the Island replay coming up next here on Tiki Man Radio. Thank you so much for being a part of the show this morning. Hit that like button before you leave. Have a great day.